We can hear the casters from the arena speaker, yeah. I mean, just start the match, dude. Fuck it. I think we have no casters, but at least we're starting. Double duelist for Heretics, Jet and Yoru. Here we go. Ooh, big entry. Wait, it's gonna be a good match, chat. Based off of this pistol I'm seeing, it's gonna be a good match. Please cast. As we get brought into the 3v3, Heretics weighing their options with the Cypher Lurk up middle. Benji trying to scout it out and see what he can find, but his teammates are making the sprint towards B main, and it is going to be a B hit where Genji are playing retake, so we should be getting into a 3v3 post plan here. Rian's on low HP, but Benji in this market position could be the thorn in their side as Genji decides to actually push through middle with Benji landing the shot on Foxy9. And now the double flank coming in from Genji. Will Benji be aware of it? As he taps the cam, he's got the info. And the Omen smoke settles with the triple holds from Heretics. Genji feeling the pressure as Ash is left in the 1v3. Goes for the wall bang onto Benji. And he's made it a 1v2. It is winnable. 70 HP. With the dart scan from Rians, he's starting to get peppered down, but time is ticking. Can he make it work? Rians goes for the swing and closes it out. Heretics take the pistol. That's all I got. I'm done.
Fallback from Heretics.
Thank you guys for saving me.
Roster at times that they have this very direct, aggressive style with this double duelist, but it's having that sort of temperance to fall back when pushing forward could be your ultimate demise, and especially, I'm sure, the information that was fed over from Benji of how much space he was able to garner. It makes a difference.
It's going to be a brawl right now, it feels like. Close the predictions? Oh, shit. All right, I'm closing predictions. Everyone go all in right now. Last chance, 30 seconds, closing.
Genji have proven time and time again that they have that additional resilience, the in-game leader of Munchkin with that extra experience alongside it. And Boo, someone that's been questioned quite a lot recently. I imagine this run has
10 seconds, I'm closing.
A lot of those people. Well, right now, at least, a wide net here.
Close.
Thrown out.
All right, I'm closing at 1 minute on the clock. 10 seconds.
They want to try and catch the push.
5, 4,
yeah,
I closed it.
This pressure towards mid with the double duelists.
I fucked someone
get
for
them
sure.
to push on forward, but on that A side, they've eventually gone back. Genji not even going that quickly around towards this B side. It looks like Heretics have a few seconds left.
Everyone complaining already got an ult texture.
In comes Texture. He's caught them on the rotate. It's a solid opening, but remember the rest of the squad only have classics. Foxy9 already doing a bit of damage, a lot of damage in fact. This is getting very close. Benji and Boo desperately low, but they seem to be cleaning up just in time with Caron left alone.
Yeah, they're definitely still nervous. Smoke thrown out with a trip just to make sure that
already pretty successful.
Anybody towards the spawn.
He should wait it out and go for a kill.
We'll have their position given away. The cam as well. Like, it's much safer positions from these remaining attack side players, not wanting to lose their life. Wait,
you got a sheriff.
Karen has at least been able to find himself a pistol. Benji only
he whiffed every it was a one-shot kill. Oh my god, rare whiff from Karen.
At least going to make sure that the round is done, but it comes down to damage. How many players can he remove? That's one at least, so it will only be the 2 surviving, but Benji hadn't even retrieved a weapon anyway.
He got it.
Yeah, at least the 2 rifles brought over, which considering how it started, the pick from Texture, the damage, what could have been a 2K for Foxy9. If that was a ghost, it very well might have been. This is
back.
Sure, it could have been better, but it also could have been a round loss from what we've seen, and this is the danger. Even when they're unarmed, the claws can come out for Genji. very nearly embedded in the backs of Heretics.
I will say their camera replays of the players are better.
And a decent investment out of their side. They've got an extra rifle.
They show the players' reactions
a Marshall to work around as well.
more and better.
Munchkin, it's a nasty thing to contend with. That judge over on short. Woot's going quick. And he got revealed. He was in a little bit of danger.
Yeah, there was a tech issue, so we started an hour late.
But it's a good challenge early on, taking that map control out of Genji's hands.
Then VCT. This is just too zoomed. I don't like the zooms, but I like the replays. Because sometimes VCT doesn't show the players at all,
but still
it feels like.
Mini Boo on the Marshall. Anybody who's watched him play even for a moment knows that those headshots are still as likely as with any other gun. But yeah, the judge on short is a matchup where you don't expect to see a swing. Instead, though, I believe
trade your gun out, Woot, to Rians.
So
I would give his gun to Rians, right?
Juggled into a teammate's hands, or
yeah,
if they believe he can still have some of the performances we've
for
seen
sure,
over the last 2 matches, even while on just 10 HP.
Mini Boo with a Marshall. I think he might even be more successful than Scream with a Guardian. But for now, he won't have any combat. They have to challenge it towards short. That's their play, but it's right past the judge. Right past
What a
Munchkin,
trade.
Great trade from Woot. The
So
paranoia dodge
fast.
to start with as well. Now the pressure put through as a paranoia of their own clears deep towards Wine. Heretics, they've got a foothold. Time. They still have to get into this site, still have to get past.
What a trade again.
And he might pepper up
Texture has to peak.
These trades great for Heretics.
Mini Boo's
Spike
locked
is already
in.
on the side to
Headshot as
swing
well.
out from Texture.
Wow.
Leaves him on the floor. And Ash and Foxy
This is
9
bonus.
will have a retake up against numbers.
Heretics are starting to look like Heretics again.
Advantage found, and
Why is that smoke so far out?
just 2 standing. They need to get into this one fairly quickly. Shot darts even been put through, and Rian's just waiting within the smoke. He found one of those retrieved rifles. He had himself a pistol to start.
You don't see it like that. Like they do it on their side so they can sit in it.
It's an important one for the side of Heretics, and of course, something
I think that's pretty nice.
sort of mention about this series as a whole is just taking a look at the maps. Normally, you see
it's harder to walk into that as a defender.
and you go, okay, they're going to beat anybody on that
maybe.
map. But they're currently going into a squad that
Probably, if they're in
has
there
been
at least.
dominant, at least regionally. You go back
Is
to
that the
EMEA,
Gen
and there was
G? Was
nobody
that
who could
someone
beat
with
this
Gen G?
Heretic side on that Haven map. So with a 3-0 start already, a solid position, a foothold to begin with. If Ascent ends up being even remotely dominant, it could be a dangerous position for Genji to be in.
We've seen Fnatic
We're
CEO,
certainly not
Sentinels.
too
I wonder who
worried,
else
though,
is there.
Considering how that second round went, you've seen the promise there. Relying on Texture, finding the cross into market. I think Genji
Look at
a
this
little bit
angle.
too much
Holy
leverage
fuck.
put towards that B site. The
5
previous,
sheriffs.
the fact that Munchkin's only able for 1, which I don't discredit him for. I more credit Woot for being so quick on the trade. That's what put too much pressure on that A
Well,
side.
on 10 HP.
Yeah, as well, up against the judge. It's a bold game.
Oh.
Milliseconds from disaster. Oh my goodness.
Some whiffing.
Mini Boo's had a mare of that opening battle.
Texture?
He's tagged up heavy. They found Texture in mid though. The element of surprise gone.
Oh.
They'll deal with him as
Caught.
well.
I think
Now
Woot
they
on Jet
cut
is pretty
this
scary.
defense in 2. Looks like the B site will be what ultimately gets challenged. Ash good for 1. Foxy 9 surviving after being spotted towards main, but now he's being
3v4.
pressured, forced back to the B site.
30
Time
seconds left.
starting to tick,
Oh,
and it's
no.
all on Foxy 9.
Oh.
Job done. A nice couple of shots will make this one interesting. Mini Boo low on HP.
Wow.
Oh, that was a
was
third missed
scary.
shot, but the fourth gets the job done.
Wait, did Munchkin have armor or was that a
He'll be able
missed
to get in and
shot?
get the plant.
Spike
But
planted.
for Caron,
It's winnable.
he's got an opportunity here.
Very hard still.
Mini Boo got hit again.
He has a smoke.
There's a real world where this is a
TP.
1v1. I think the wall might have saved him that extra 5
Oh.
HP, and then he survives to take the final kill. 4-0 start, and again, another one of these rounds.
Are they
where
gonna
even
pause
with all
4-0?
of
We
these
see 4-0 pause
weaknesses,
pretty often.
Genji make it look so good. That second round really could have been theirs, and you can see it again here. Sure, it's a 4-0 start. It's a great bit of momentum for Heretics,
30
but a
seconds
good
left.
sign that they're not finding these victories without a real battle. That second shot from Foxy 9 was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scary
No
side
pause,
from
we
Genji
play.
is,
Off
as you
out on
mentioned,
Texture.
They're not able to get these rounds over the line. The
Attack
odds
on
have
Ascent
really
has been,
started to build up over on the
looking
Heretics
good.
side, coming into what will be the first purchase with an operator.
Oh, fast A main
Also
control.
that they struggled
Texture scans. Uh-oh.
when they played this map.
Wow, what a shot. Oh, he almost had Karen.
Texture, though, is off with a bang. That's Woot down. Probably the
Wait,
most
there's two guys
dangerous
walking
round
mid at
of
the
this
same
attack
time?
while playing that jet.
Oh, Texture's here.
Already has the information of another, and he wants that fight. The
Good flash.
should force him back, but he doesn't panic.
It's a scary peek, I'm not going to
He's still
lie.
sticking around this
It's a
area.
dangerous peek. It's a dangerous peek. He doesn't know Cypher's in the corner.
Curious about
Oh god,
another
Benji's
player
looking,
around
Benji's
Pizza.
looking.
But for now, Heretics are freezing. I'm in a 5
Does the guy logs as well? Does he expect logs?
Pressure.
He probably
Joe
doesn't
goes
expect
through
logs.
towards
I think
the
Euro's
safe
going to walk
side.
out
You
and
start to
die.
think, well, maybe they've left already, but Texture gets confirmation.
looking
Still
logs,
players
wow.
around. Cage going to fall. Rian's in danger. That's the spike.
Oh,
and
nice
now
shot.
It's on the floor. Munchkin catches them pushing through Market, and now they have to go back.
Texture's
towards
activated.
That spike right in.
Going back to
The
A.
Texture sight lines, and if he swings there, he's got a pick, but he's just a second too late.
Blue is coming
That's
cat as
another
well.
opportunity for Heretics,
Interesting.
but a 2v5. Wherever
It's
they go,
winnable,
they're
but
on
it's
the
so
back foot.
hard.
Ash
see
holding
if
the
Ash
angle
gets
already.
this.
A second player looking to move into position as well in the form of
Oh
Karen,
my
and now
god.
they have everything
Paranoia's
they
big.
need to set up for this defense with 2 players
Oh.
remaining. You have to feel like this round is
quite difficult.
almost already over. For the side of Heretics, they need to win some fights and fast, and already Ash
Flawless
has put
foul.
another on the ground.
Okay.
It will be a flawless round for Gen G to get into the map.
Oh, Woot's been doing a great job of punishing
President of Gen
Texture
G
in so
Academy.
many of
I was
these
gonna say,
rounds,
is that the
you
CEO,
see
but
here
I
what
wasn't
happens
sure.
With the shoes on the other foot.
There you have it. They just
The
said it right
Fury
there.
forces him
I didn't see
forward,
his
but he
name,
doesn't
but
give a damn. Takes that as an opportunity and then ends up sticking around. The patient play. He was there for a good 40 seconds.
He's
and
not
ends up finding
CEO?
himself the spike,
Oh.
completely changing
President of Gen G
direction
Academy.
of this play from Heretics, meaning the player pushing out of
different, I
market
guess?
is on
I
his
don't know.
own, while the others think, oh, well, we got to go back.
He's there again.
It's the confidence from Texture paying off. He's stuck around after the flash.
Repeat.
He's a danger to them, but maybe a danger to himself.
Who cares,
Always taking
LMAO?
that risk, that
I think it's
extra
cool
inch,
to see
that
the
extra
owner of the
fight,
team
and he's
at the
looking to go
crowd
back for
watching
a
their
little bit
team
more.
play.
Woot is the man on the
Wow.
outside, but
Insane
Texture
shot.
just doesn't miss those. You're always
Benji.
going to have faith in Woot, but the man who's in there
How's
is the
that
best
kill? Through the
operator player
cage?
in the world right now.
I know.
Has just taken 2 names already. The second that gun came in,
I'm back.
it's already changed things. Space being taken.
Oh,
Mini Boo
shit.
considering a fight forward, but now with the Hunter's
Who has
Fury in
paranoia?
play, that spike's going to be denied for now. It hasn't connected onto any targets at least, but with the man advantage already in tow, this round still looks good for Gen G.
Pop knives,
It's
damn.
completely changed momentum
It's
for Gen
winnable
G
for
since
Heretics,
that
very
all
hard,
came
though.
out. And now Texture with another weapon. A few
Good
in fact,
paranoia.
5 knives dancing around him. They're forced back. So much utility still
stall.
for Heretics. The paranoia.
Who has no smoke?
The Yoru flash, it buys them that extra bit of time.
Here we
but they
go.
still have the disadvantage.
Wow,
In
good
goes the
paranoia.
Storm, and
Saw him.
Texture's got another. He keeps going.
Oof,
with a
oof,
slam
Texture's heating up.
on
That's exciting.
4-piece And a round for Gen
That's
G.
exciting.
This guy single-handedly putting up the numbers.
We'll be
Mr.
talking
4K.
about the 4K King. It always seems to be the case that he is ever so close to getting that ace, but the fact is, when he's having rounds like this, nobody on the Gen G side, including himself, is
Damn,
going
this
to
is a good match.
So
Fuck.
clean with it, can take those risks, take those gambles, and if he sees you for even a millisecond, you best believe you're hitting the ground.
1 enemy remaining.
Well, for the side of Heretics, they managed to get themselves a purchase into the last round, but even the rounds they're winning, as we saw mentioned,
Cryo used to be
were so
Mr. 4K,
desperately
bro.
close.
Fuck
They were
100
taking a lot
Thieves.
of hits, they were
Cryo
losing a
still
lot of
is.
numbers.
But I think
I'll be
Texture shares the
interested to see if
title.
They have the finances to buy back into this
Heretics
one. I
pause.
think there's going to be some vulnerabilities already.
Yeah, it's not just the economic damage, it's the fact that you can see, okay, in those buy rounds, they had the right play. They went into the judge, punished it. There was always risks there. But in those low buys, Gen G still fighting back. It really paints the picture that this isn't going to be an easy win for Heretics. And more so than that, even though they're leading, even though they've got double the rounds of their opposition, this feels like it could be a dominant start for Gen G in another world. Whereas for Heretics, they haven't found that consistency to fall back on, those clean rounds. And so this timeout perfectly timed. In early, before Gen G run away with it, catch back up and take the lead. And
Okay, here we
hopefully
go.
Heretics can find that identity before this goes too far.
Yeah, I think the options you have is you got to try and either avoid Texture completely or somehow try to shut him down, which Neither of those are particularly easy. They're going for a pacey hit. They do just about have a buy on the board. It is a Guardian for Benji, but
they have a Cypher free.
the pace of this take already puts it in a retake, but Genji are okay with that. That's important, though.
Big
They're removing
trades.
these players from short. They knew they
What the
wanted
fuck
to try
just
and get the
happened, bro?
lockdown in, but it doesn't matter when there's nobody left to fight. Boo, last man standing, looking for a place to escape, and it's the operator
nice
from Foxy
try.
9 that will put him in the dirt. The idea, not a bad one for Heretics. Wanting to try
Heretics
and
got
catch them
so
as they play
aggressive in the
retake
post
with
plant.
that lockdown.
Wow.
But unfortunately,
Yeah.
it seems like
It was
Genji
a good
were
idea.
more than ready.
What was the rotations towards Tree? They were there so
It was a good
quickly.
idea,
You
but
see this fight, Woot gets one, goes
Genji
back in for
fought
more, and the
Tree
players
so
in the
well.
slopes make the right play.
Oh, wow.
They tried to accelerate into that battle,
Minibu was
thinking
late.
that it wouldn't be as reinforced as it was, but the op had already rotated in. You had 2 more players after the first man lost, and so that just turns out to be a very favorable fight for Genji, catching Minibu coming up through the heaven smoke as well. There were a lot of sneaky plays by
4-3.
Heretics there
Half buy
to
for
try to put the
Heretics.
pressure on, but Genji,
That was
it was
off a
almost like
pause.
they could see the mini-map. They had the perfect read on exactly what they were about to face.
This is now where the true damage to the Heretics economy has been done. It's Woot with the Blade Storm, and then a mixed bag
oh shit.
on the purchase. They've had to head down to the jumble
What
cell
was
for
that?
this one.
Oh, for Euro TP? I don't know.
See if he
Wait,
can
look
get
where
anything
Minibu's
on for now.
going.
Blade's gone, at least for the moment.
Oh my god, that was kind of a cool play, but it didn't work. I respect it. You guys saw he tried to jump the angle.
In comes Woot with the Blade Storm. Player on his right. He has no idea. Munchkin good for one. Paranoia was wonderful.
Genji
for
have
Karen, and
awoken.
he even gets a double
Genji
to
have
close out
awoken.
that round. This is the problem. We talked about it. Genji, they had the identity. They had the consistency to fall back on. And even with that pause, Heretics haven't been able to put a foot right.
Yeah,
If Heretics replace Minibu, they'll be the best team in the world. Disagree. Minibu's fucking insane, bro.
The risks taken from Minibu.
Minibu is a really good player. He's just, I know, I think he's been hot and cold,
a little
but
bit of damage, but that's not really going to do much.
I think
to
his
the
skill is
ever-growing
1000% there.
Genji economy.
Stumble now.
This is where they have a buyback on the board.
It's just they're struggling
that's
as a
the thing.
team.
You talk about the sort of A-side retake they had with 2 ults.
I don't know. I think he's really good,
They
honestly.
haven't needed to use either of those ults, so that is still
I think it would be a
overpowered.
mistake to
He's
replace
in a
him.
surprise spot, and even though it was being watched,
Down A.
he's still going to get the opener. His teammate lost, though, and under pressure, I think he's just going to have to escape.
Well, he does make it out. Minibu 22
I don't think they need a
HP.
change either, yeah.
There's a real world where that risky play gives Genji the advantage it has in terms of HP. It nearly did. In terms of
They're heating up
numbers.
this event, though.
The
They're
drone
heating up.
Sent through on A. That's going to make it deep enough. Fast
This
clears
is a good
corner.
test.
Yep, Woot knew. He was about to be spotted.
Oh,
and in goes the
finally he
ult.
got him back.
Out it goes as well. Great pickup from Woot. Man advantage is now theirs. But they didn't see anyone else. They assume those players have gone back.
Ooh,
Fighting for
scary.
the mid control as has now been spotted. Maybe even
I wonder
teamed
if
up for
Ash
that
pushes
B play,
after?
having seen numbers. So Ash
Or does
takes
he
this
hold?
aggressive angle.
He's walking
As
into
they
them.
rotate back in.
Woot.
If he swings in here, it's into a firing
Woot's ready,
squad.
bro. Look at
and
that.
that's another pick for Woot. So much value brought in these early fights.
Omen is here. What does he have?
Smoke dropped.
Oh, look where he's playing.
Aaron is worried about being pincered from the other side, but all the targets lay in front of him. A chance for him to do so much damage. And well,
Nice try.
damage was done, but not the picks.
What a trade.
A singular.
Foxy 9 1v3. He has KJ ults. Oh, he's gonna be
Foxy
tripped.
remains hoping to try and get in on the flank, but there's a trip waiting.
I think it's a save now, right?
Now,
No,
in
they
terms
have
of
good
credits,
money. They have really good
he can
money.
definitely risk this.
He could.
With 2 players within a couple of bullets. Boo, the only
I
healthy
don't
member.
know, though. Is it
There is a
worth going
chance
for
for him
this?
Now they know where he's coming from, though. And they'll be lined up
Holy
together to
shit,
swing
I guess it
as
is.
3. Off first contact. At least lands the first shot, but that is all there
What's up,
is to
Bang?
be said.
Morning.
And this, for Heretics, a much better round. You look at Woot's patience in waiting for those fights. But I think, again, the key thing that has been sort of the theme going throughout so many of these rounds is the battle between Woot and Texture. It's that missed shot that gives Woot the opportunity. And then he waits for the re-aggression, punishes it, and
Big
this
from
round is
Woot.
blown wide open. But it's not always going to be so easy to take down Texture.
Yeah, I think it was
5-4.
just more the fact that they didn't still expect somebody to be in that
Op
corner.
is out.
So Texture
Mid.
is ready for someone running from the left. Going walkabouts though.
Oh,
Utility being expended. He is in
What
no
the
man's land as
fuck?
well.
What
been
a fucking
completely
mid
caught out.
control. Oh my
Heretics
god.
challenge that
What an
control and
insane
win it
mid
out
control.
almost easily. Woot has just hit another level of individual brilliance. It was talked
This is a
about
fun match. It's been good.
back
But
at
what an
that
insane
Masters
mid control.
versus Genji. When he took over that duelist role, I think many people
They
didn't want him
expected them
ever
to be
go
aggro
back.
mid.
He mentioned about how he prefers the initiator, but in recent months, he's joined Miniboo on that duelist and just looked truly terrifying. And while speaking
Is
of
it clear,
Miniboo,
right?
he's hoping to try and take these guns away.
Don't say that,
And that's
dude.
2 in a
Nah,
row
that
now
guy
for
should be like.
Heretics that have looked
That
solid.
guy should be removed from the arena.
May not have been right off the back of the pause, but they got there in the end. Genji under the pressure.
Enemy remaining.
Their economy now in the same boat. Decoy running.
I think that's
Got
so
one through the
cringe.
box. Tag Munchkin up a little bit, dodges the initial flash, and in for the kill. He's now cornered, and Munchkin will take him down. But
There he
all
is.
they wanted.
What did he
was
say?
that
He said
weapon
behind you.
Not carried through, and they get there in the end. Solid stuff. Now you look to Texture, 2 rounds in a row. The last, I think even with the drone, they knew he was there on the right, but the backup was what he was expecting to catch. This time again, looking for that.
They can't hear him. You never know.
And just being
I mean, yeah, they shouldn't be able to hear him, but still, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
The ability to sort of isolate those fights using the cages. It's not something you're going to see too regularly as just a straight up mid take with cages, but I think they knew
such a normal thing in
okay,
CS
our
crowds,
opponents
that's
are gonna
not
try and
true.
Make some sort of play here.
Someone that's
Let's
yelling out
put that
positions
in
will
our
100% be
advantage,
removed in a CS
isolate
crowd.
him
I'm pretty sure it's
when he goes
happened.
for the fight. Heretics
The
have been
only
very
thing
good
that
at
you're not going to get
switching
removed
up
for
what
is
they're
if you're
taking
going
and
like,
switching up the
ooh,
pace,
as you're
but
flanking,
so
but that's
much
different.
information for Genji. 4 players spotted. And while for Miniboo, he can't really afford
Ash?
to risk that. Ash has just spammed 2 through smoke. That is a little bit of luck, but it has gone a long, long way.
Is that a collateral? It must have been. It was so
How's that
quick and
different?
wall
I'm just
bang
not
when
having the
both were on same
conversation, man.
spot. Yeah.
Can't use that.
The head not cushioning the blow as much as you would hope it would. Shock dart, insult to injury for Boo. And what an opening. You know, we talk about Texture, giving them those advantages, taking those early fights, and we saw the attempt in the previous with the mid push. But this time, it's, like you said, a little bit of luck with Ash on the double spam. They knew there were players there, and he took his moment to roll the dice. Landed on exactly what they need. Even with that advantage, willing to play that retake on the A site. Look at all the utility that's there. That will get info, it will slow them. But it's all because of that lockdown for Foxy 9.
Yeah, they've had it for a while. Not really been in a position to utilize it.
30 seconds left.
And they've been very good at playing those retakes once they've got into them. The question is, will it be necessary? Texture's missed shot makes it a little bit more likely, but you can see the temptation to potentially try and play through. Rians, he's going to have to hit
Oh,
these
he went
shots
early.
immediately.
He went
The
too early,
paranoia was
though.
solid, but
Went too early.
the trade was even better. Now for the remaining 2, there really isn't anywhere to go. They're going to try and fight forward. Miniboo can get out into the corner, but Boo needs to make a decision, and that decision was not made. Eventually, they'll kill him off, I guess buying a little bit of extra time, but it's left all onto the youngster. Miniboo trying to spam through, and he's just not landing
Nice
the
try.
shots. Eventually,
What is Boo doing? I
Foxy
mean,
9
it's
will
fucked.
clear him out, but it looked like a bit of indecisiveness from the leader of Heretics. And while the retake ended up working out wonderfully.
I think
That
Rians
was
went
a
too
little bit of
early.
Mechanical failure there at the end.
Jim Baldy, thank you for the 5 gifted, by the way. I didn't see that.
It blends into one in his head.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. And I love the idea, though. You can see on the one side, Heretics go, okay, they've got lockdown, they're not on site, they're playing for that retake. So let's get aggressive, leave Rians in the corner, put a paranoia through, pressure immediately. Even if there's 2 there, they'll be blinded and we can break the lockdown. Problem is Texture's there too, already up towards
Got
the window.
Sobel.
Genji read that play, they knew that they were going to be punished, and there's the early aggression. He missed a lot of shots
Wow,
in
he got
the
out.
previous round, and even still
Did he hear him,
wasn't enough
Cat?
for Heretics to take
Kale's
it
in the
across
smoke.
line. The opening pick for Texture,
my
but
God.
the punish immediately
Oh my
there
God, he
on
has no
Heretics'
idea.
side.
Jet just walked
It's
by
Caron
him.
left,
Wait,
not quite
Omen
alone.
realized now.
Munchkin's made it in here, and we'll be at
Oh
least
my
able to
God,
add
it
an
still
extra
worked
weapon to
out.
the fight,
Wow.
but not adding anything to the kill feed in favor of Gen G. Heretics looking set for 7.
Yeah, well, it's a 1v4 for Foxy 9. He's had a
Planted.
great tournament, as said. He was in the top 5 for ACS, but This would have to be.
I mean, both teams feel attack-sided comps,
In the
right?
tournament. I was going to say but then I remember what Sugetsu did.
These guys have double duelist. These guys have double initiator.
Wow, realistically, they shouldn't give him anything.
But I would say double duelist is more attack than double
top, like the second contact is made. This player is dead to rights. It is a half-time victory for the side of Heretics.
The double initiator is probably a little better on retake.
It's close, separated by 2 rounds. That 4-round streak starting it out for Heretics. It gave them a leg up, but
Are Mini Blue and Blue brothers? Yes.
On their heels. Let's see if they can catch up after the break.
All right, halftime break. Oh, it's listening. Madison, thank you for the 10. Melanie, thank you for the 15. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. We are still running a charity. There's a link in the chat and below the stream. Anyone who's donated so far, appreciate you. If you're just getting here, it is half 7-5 Heretics map pick. Let's see how it goes. Thank you guys. I have to leave for my haircut in an hour, yeah. I would reschedule it, but it's literally the only time I can get it right now. Because his schedule and my schedule just don't line up. But the only reason like this is happening is because the hour tech pause, unfortunately. It's unfortunate. Because it would have been fine otherwise. Who do I have winning here? I actually didn't do a pred. I don't know. It's a hard one. I think Genji are in better form.
Back from Genji.
But I think Heretics are starting to heat up.
Many of those rounds in the early game could have went their way. There's a world we're looking at a dominant lead for either team.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say I think Heretics win.
With the composition that's being run, you'd kind of expect the attack side to be a little bit better from Heretics, but at the same time,
just cheat on him with another barber. It's so hard to find a barber.
Operator, having these high aggressive flare plays. So if it works out for the side of
here we go.
Genji, it's going to be based off those executions, but also the patience to deal with what the opponents are running. Wu, in his trusty corner, is going to have a lot to do.
Wow.
Well
done, dude. He got out. Well done by Wu.
It's going to be enough for Heretics to sit back and wait for that retake. A little bit of flair added in with the spams on the Sheriffs. The reveal that gave them a bit of info, but not much comes of it.
I know, it was a solid dart, as always, from Riens. Well, that spike plant will be going in. A little bit of chip damage done as they look to enter the site.
Knife up, no abilities. It's all down to the aim duels, and Miniboo's winning the first. The herd thinning out, and it's all on to Karen. They know exactly where he is. This would be an ace in the 1v3, and he'll at least get the first, but the clip runs dry. A pistol for Team Heretics, and Genji, their trail just lengthened a bit. 8-5.
I think the unlucky thing for them there is that the paranoia either went through just before, or Boo was the one player far enough away that the knife didn't catch him. So even though the rest of the players had no abilities, that one paranoia comes throwing back into the site, and that leaves, I think, half of the players close to the spike just completely blinded. That alongside the fact that they already had the man advantage, just that little bit easier to isolate these remaining
Karen went
players.
crazy, but
that was a nice
it's
chance
tough
for Karen to try and do some damage.
All right, it's a big
It's
pistol.
going to be the pistol going the other way.
It's It's a very solid buy from Heretics.
Point suppressed.
A mixed bag, quite literally.
What?
Not the weakest weapon of all. Finds the opening straight through the wall. Foxy 9 down, flank protection gone. For that mid push now, they have to be worried. It's
Back.
unlikely in most people's minds. And you're up against that.
I don't think this map's
Go
over.
on the other side, going swinging through mid with your weapons is a bit
We
too
gotta
much
see
of
the
a
first
risk
gun round
for
at
most.
least.
Leave Charon to A. Leave Munchkin in mid.
Still winnable for
But all
both.
of their opportunities would come off the back of over-aggression, and we can see that is not happening. Heretics, they really want to get out of this one scot-free.
Yeah, it was a lot of damage last time out, and I think that was enough for them to just make the realization that there's not really...
Reigns is the most underrated Valorant player ever.
To
I think
overaggress.
he's always on point, always playing the same level. I don't think he's
Just
underrated. I
like
think people
yourself,
think
a
Reigns
big
is really
fan
good.
of Got the classic.
I don't think anyone
No, I noticed.
in the
Okay.
server is
About to be
underrated.
judged up close.
30 seconds left.
An easy pick for Woot, and look at
That's
how
not
quick
true.
Revenge just
Maybe not
smacks
anyone.
off.
Revenge for Munchkin doing in the previous half. I've never seen a judge dash play, and I never want to see it again. I'll be honest with you, Boo. I didn't enjoy that.
I was gonna say I feel like Boo might be
Texture, a great
underrated.
Op shot like that earlier
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
but
It's not quite the same skill level, I feel.
But I feel like
This
he
is
gets
one of the
more
most
shit than he
fun things about this
deserves.
Heretics roster is if you
But
get the majority of their players
I feel like
online,
everyone on the server is regarded pretty
they
highly.
are one of the, if not the most terrifying team in the world. Like someone like Rienz, he's more consistent than the majority. Seems to be on more often than he's not. But right now it seems like Woot's playing to that high level that we kind of come to expect of him. Miniboo's playing well as well.
Okay, 9-5. Let's see. Bonus
That's
round.
a very scary
Bonus round.
idea
Heretics. Judge.
for the side of Gen G. Well, an aggressive judge
Got the
sheriff
turret.
push.
Decent value.
With nothing
With the
spotted,
judge
Woot
set
can be
up,
left
it's actually
behind.
pretty
It's
nice.
Still, as
Now they're
bonuses go,
stacking towards
very
A.
weak. Like you got a few SMGs.
I like the
You
idea.
have the sniper and the guardian, and then a judge.
Genji coming to reclear
With
B
that
main.
early aggression being spotted, Gen G's
You imagine they
logical
drone
decision
this?
is, okay, they've aggressed and they've fallen back. Well, for the most
You
part,
imagine
they're
they
right.
drone this,
For the
yes.
one man standing might be the scariest
Woot
of
breaks
the lot.
drone and dashes away.
can't quite hide.
Okay, he goes to the next
Necessary
angle.
here, he would have been overrun. They only saw the sheriff. They don't quite know.
He's trying to
about
bait
the
them into him.
Bigger gun in his hands, but luckily they won't go running in to find out.
Damn.
Gen
I like
G
how he played that.
Pressuring B, trying to drag those rotations. The alarm bell put down does give an inkling to Team Heretics.
Okay, they're going A.
That's not where they're heading towards. Late play to A, very
Here
much
we go.
expected by the defenders.
There's 3 here.
Yeah, they did at least pull the rotation of Miniboo. That sniper is gone. There's only going to be the one really dangerous
Traded.
weapon, although they've still managed to do some work with the Stinger. 25 seconds left on the clock, but Rienz really is the only
Big
man
kill.
actually within the site. Sometimes
Benji
that
traded
can be
2v2.
enough, and Benji Fishy
Miniboo's
just managed to
here.
trade his
Wow.
life. Then comes in the sniper as well. And now Munchkin with time.
Oh my God.
against him at the
8
same.
seconds.
He has to
Oh,
try
wait.
and do something
Woot
here, but he's
through.
managed to find Woot. 7
I think Woot through.
seconds. Miniboo is being baited into the swing, already making it to the site, knows where his opponent is, but the weaponry not really in his favor.
Oh!
The shot anyway. It will
Fuck,
be
that's a big
the
clutch.
bonus
That's
round
bonus.
conversion. I said it was
Fuck,
weak,
that's a big
but
clutch.
even still, Heretics make it work.
And this is a much
Oh,
different
Munchkin is
start
not
than what we
happy.
saw in that
Munchkin's not
first half.
happy.
The timeline might
Munchkin's
look
not
the
happy with the
same, but
team.
Heretics,
Someone
now
fucked up.
they seem to have a bit of a
I wonder what he's
chokehold
talking
on it.
about right now.
A
If I was to
solid
guess,
performance in
the
this
scaling?
round. Benji grabbing 2
Maybe the
with
scaling?
Stinger. The double tap needed by Miniboo and
or
found.
maybe like not holding
Was
for the
this a
heaven
no-scope?
peak.
Oh, unbelievable! And it was the damage done by the judge that made that possible. That player was 150. That shot wouldn't have been enough, but Woot gave his life for that opportunity.
Damn.
And
Gen
his
G
teammate
pause.
doesn't miss. Gen G, I assume with the timeout, we can see it there behind them. They need a moment to reset, rest, and think about how they're going to approach
One
the
pause
rest of
left.
this half. Because it looks like Heretics are running away with it.
If this was another world where vetoing
That's a
was
big
done
one.
completely different, I wonder if they'd choose Haven if they could choose after this map. Because the one thing with Haven that makes that roster of Heretics so scary is if both duelists are in form. Like that they still run that same composition, the one that we sort of spoke about them stealing from Fnatic and then doing it better. They run the Yoru and the ISO. Now, the way that that fails is if one of them isn't performing. We'll take a look at the scoreboard in this matchup right now. Both of them are playing well. Both of them are in form. And that makes that next map even scarier. And with the way things are going, there needs to be a serious turnaround. And just look at what they have to do. It Texture with that same hero Guardian we saw from Rien's. But for the side of Heretics, this is a full buy. If anything, you then look at the sniper and you go, oh, well, maybe that's the weakness. No, in this round, it's the advantage.
Higher movement speed than the op. Certainly a higher fire rate with that double barrel. Oh, that's a risky play. The idea just to get the trade. Yeah, it's actually put them in a pretty good spot. Ash had to hit that shot, and with that landed,
I didn't see it.
At least a weapon to be recovered for him. A Phantom now in his hands.
Out.
The problem is, again,
Omen
Heretics
for
are
Omen.
so good at reading these
Guardian
early
Phantom.
plays from Gen G. Think of the B main push
They have
that
an
they
up
went
down
for.
on B.
They didn't get a pick there, but they took a lot of space. Went back to A, 3 players waiting. Now they get a pick on A.
Who's my pick to win EWC? Fnatic.
And Heretics sit again with 3 players towards this B side.
It's also mid. It's the fact that you've got this much control. Like, what are the odds that you're going to go directly into the A side with no short control? Like,
but I don't think it's that clean cut. I think either of these teams can be Fnatic. Like, I don't think it's like.
It's given them the information.
Yeah.
The good thing though
I think it's. I think it's up in the air. I mean, I guess it always is, but.
A 2 for 2, and with a rifle in hand.
Wow, they fucking took that setup down.
The swings, the trades are sublime.
30 seconds.
They're going to get those upgrades.
I think it'll come down to the day of, right?
Munchkin is on his last leg, so there's definitely an opportunity.
Ask me when we're there. Ask me tomorrow, because today will be a good indicator of how these teams look.
By Foxy 9 to break the reveal that was coming through from the drone. They thought that they could double up and take down that lurker.
Eco
Instead,
for
it's the whole
Gen G potential.
Gen G that go through. Main was the
Ash.
problem in this round, and it may
When's he
still
gonna
be with
peek?
Ash
Wow.
sitting in here. A solid shot.
Wow.
He was about to draw.
What a
I'm not
shot.
sure about
3K
that,
from Ash.
but his teammate comes in
That's
to
a
save
big
the
steal.
day.
That's a big
Nice
steal.
round from Gen G.
Big
I
steal.
think, like, obviously the opening pick, it's a little bit of a gamble.
How has he got that?
Ash very nearly missed his window of opportunity, but it's this setup where they think that
The
they're
Guardian,
about to find
brother.
a Killjoy
This is a nice
walking up
flick.
on her own, and instead they find a firing squad swinging right into them.
Yeah, solid round from Ash individually. You mentioned it, he needed to hit the trade once
Smiles
he does.
from the president.
The rifle ends up going to a teammate, but he sticks it out with the Guardian. And that's an early break back that they desperately needed. Of course, for the side of Heretics, they're still going to have a purchase here. And
Here.
with both duelists currently within the smoke in mid, are they about to try and get a little bit more cheeky than maybe you'd ever expect? Instead, though, it looks like at least for Benji's having to play with a lot of his utility away from himself. There's a singular trip that currently sits in towards B main. Other than that, he's going to be alone, other than maybe the TP that can get into the backside for
No
Minibu.
TP,
I
KO.
think at the moment he doesn't have the util to use.
Yeah. Suppressed for now. But the ult constantly topping it up. His only chance to swing through that smoke.
Minibu
Benji
walked through
fishing.
and died.
Was being
Oh,
wrapped
wow.
on, and, well,
This
he'll
KO
just be
ult is
straight
so
pushed through
strong
that
here.
smoke. Boo grabs one.
This
But the
KO ult
jungler
was
still
so
favor
strong.
Gen G, the spike going down. Time about
Oh
to be
my
on their side.
God.
Flank protection, but Texture down. Woot again. Winning
KJ's
that
in main.
battle. He's been good whenever he comes up against Texture, even with the op in his
Oh, what a
what?
spam.
That's a wild spray. There was no info.
Oh
Just
my God.
timing, just game sense. And a second kill for Munchkin. Perhaps soon to be a third. Look how low.
Oh
Boo
my
is.
God.
It's Karon
Wow.
with a shorty in hand to put him
Wow.
to bed. Gen G climbing back into this map.
Yeah, that was a couple of really important rounds for them there. The spam seemed to be everything with the initial move from Woot.
Feel like
managing to get them
Minibu.
back into the round.
Oh, he got spammed. He didn't even run through.
Thing.
Two of them got
Getting rid of
spammed. I thought he ran
That
through.
additional
Damn.
utility made things so difficult for the players at the back
That's
of the
tough,
site.
man.
Well, you know that when they have that utility advantage, that's something that Gen G really thrive upon. 3 rounds the difference. A buy that is
They're making it
weak
work.
in
10-7.
weaponry, but very strong in ultimates
Knives on Moot.
for the side of Heretics. And that's something that Gen G
They
are
have
going
full
to be
aim in
desperately
control.
aware of.
Nielzinho and Weber, coaches
And
of
they're going
Team Heretics,
B.
clearly not seeing anything they need to work on. This is the round where typically you'll see.
Oh, he might have stopped the hit.
Going into the pistols,
He might have stopped the hit with that smoke, unfortunately.
Info gathering, but they're hearing the right things.
Would you argue not to smoke that? That's tough, though.
There were problems that
because they actually went back because of it.
Saw them too. The Blade Storm gives them an opportunity. The stack up on B, unfortunately, as we can see, might not be given the opportunity.
Oh, now they know they have the A info. They're going to speed up cap probably.
The rotation from Gen G is coming in, and they're hitting the A site where Boo currently stands completely isolated.
Double trips
to help him out.
The rotate might be here in time. I wonder if Rian's ults.
It's all about slowing them down.
Rian's is going to ult Sirius.
That could be one. In fact, it will be. Hunter's Fury also being used off the.
He tagged two. He tagged two.
I mentioned it. It's about those.
Who got another one?
2 tags. Boo's found another. Leading.
Wood is here with knives.
And with Woot now in position and only 30
they have to commit, I guess.
Gen
25.
Really need to get a move on. Another ult thrown in. Dimensional drift to give the information over to his teammate. Try and help out Woot in this fight. And that's
oh my God, Heaven.
Still not going down just yet.
Boo, another one.
Seconds on the clock for Gen G. They need to get it into position, and hearing those steps
oh!
is putting the doubt in, but
he has time.
missed. It's left onto one. Caron fighting desperately.
Oh my God, he has a chance.
At least get the spike into
he has
position.
a chance.
Gun with ammo.
Oh
retrieved.
my God.
11 bullets in the clip. 2 players. He knows
Oh
exactly
my
where they
God.
are, and he's managed to dance his way around the middle.
Holy
about
fuck.
enough for Benji Fishy.
He could have won.
Incredibly nice attempt.
That was scary.
Well,
Eco from Gen G now. Eco from Gen G. Dude, that double. Wait. The double Cypher trips when you have Sova ult is fucking sick. This was such a nice round from Heretics.
You've shown me right where you are. Hunts Munchkin down, suppresses him with a shot to the face.
Like taking B main early, stacking A, having double trips for the reaction almost. It felt like they set the whole round up. It felt like they set the whole round up.
Second in position, gave him that opening pick. The follow-up onto Munchkin was ridiculous. Couldn't use his paranoia to stop
on
the short
Mini Boo
push,
now.
but they were kept back anyways. And 11-7 as a result. That was not the round where we expected to see things turn. They didn't even need that pause.
Going towards B.
And you can see exactly why. The coach just said, hey, let him do it. Let him run it down.
They should be aware of this. They should be aware of this, right?
They might not be as worried.
They should be aware of this possibility. I think Mini Boo might get fucked here.
They might swing it together thinking they can overwhelm.
Oh, they droned it, okay.
Luckily, they send the drone in first.
They're very careful. They know what they're up against. They've been playing against Woot.
He's gonna repeat. Mini Boo.
Even if it is only a rifle.
Oh, it's KJ ult.
Getting themselves to lockdown. That's the thing. All of those ultimates, the high value ones at least, were expended.
He's gonna TB backside and get his
things. A
things.
little bit cheeky. He's got himself the gate crash.
Double kill! Double kill!
Okay, sure he goes down, but keeping that advantage with his side mean that they don't have to overfight here. They can
Ash has ult, but he's in B main. He can't use it.
Blade Storm is garnered from that plant.
Benji has ult as well, but he can't really use it either. Oh, they're going around B main to ult the bodies. Look at them. Double flank with Cypher. Double flank with Cypher. Other 2 holds. They're gonna ult the bodies, but Ash is here. Let's see if Ash can get a kill.
Finding 2 is massive, and now the info. They swung in early.
1.
Ash gets
Trades.
to jump on Woot. Evens up the numbers, and he's got a 1v1 brewing. He knows the Cypher's here.
Benji's a fucking beast. What a fucking combo. What a crazy combo. Oh, timing. Texture 1v3. Rian's, wow. Match point.
By Rian's. Heretics 12-7.
Holy.
The time just about there for them, and this looked like Gen G were climbing back. They were on the cusp of bringing us even. 1 buy round away, but even with the pistols, it was put to a stop.
Yeah, that might be what ends up being their downfall. That ultimate round that turned the tide. It was a risk.
Double kills, unfortunate.
Worth taking. And while Ash fought tooth and nail, this fight ended up being everything. Benji being able to clear that back line, and as you mentioned in the moment, the timing unfortunate, the smoke solid, just to make that a more isolated fight. 1 round away from taking this opening match, or opening map, I should say.
Gen G last pause.
Expectations were that it would be pretty close, and obviously all the eggs will then be in the basket of Haven, a map that I'll tell you for free, I'm sure when they saw that picked on the Heretic side, a smile grew upon their face. They played it versus BBL just yesterday. BBL managed
I guess this
just
match being
5
delayed ended
rounds.
up working out for
This is
our
crunch time.
people in America.
Solo.
Americas.
And HSK.
This is
You
7
put
a.m.
those
on the
two
West
players
Coast. It's
and
10
their
a.m. on the East
experience
Coast.
versus the 10 players on the stage, and I think it matches up. They've been around the esports scene for an
We're only in
incredibly
map
long
1.
time.
Fnatic
They're gonna
won,
have to
yeah.
put all of that
Fnatic
experience to use if
PRX
their
match
team
was
are gonna
pretty
win
fucking
5
hype.
rounds
At
in a
least
row.
map 3 was.
Oh, this is a nice
Map 3 was hype.
We mentioned a grand final spot. A win there, $500,000, but even a
Last
loss,
chance.
making it there guarantees you at least
Scan the jet.
$100,000.
They scanned the jet and walked
A
out.
big prize, a big bounty. But it's not just
But I guess
about
they don't
winning,
expect
it's
them to
about
peak.
not losing again for both of these teams, tied up 1-1.
Ooh, woots.
And now it looks like at least a map lead.
He got
for
some
Heretics,
freebies,
a
but he took
5v3.
advantage.
Genji
Foxy
having
9.
to fight their way back into this round, back into this map. The odds certainly not in their favor.
Not for Heretics. Genji with a team that stopped them breaking their second place curse in a grand final that went the distance.
Jets posted on
Here,
Cat.
They could stop them in their road at EWC, crush their key in front of their eyes, and
Oh, they're stuck on
take
Cat.
themselves to an all
What's
EMEA
up, man?
grand final. And well, this map
GG.
is looking like it's all but done. Woot, the man who's
Heretics
been
map pick,
fantastic
13-7.
throughout it, looking for his 20th kill, and the only man standing between
We could get an
him and
EU
that
final
is
potentially.
Ash, who sure has his ultimate online, but needs to get 5
How's the
kills. And
head-to-head
well,
between Heretics
there's
and
4
Fnatic?
more that need to tumble.
At least he's got his Hunter's Fury, but unfortunately no chance to really use it. 20 seconds, it's time to go, and right into the waiting
Fnatic
arms
clears.
of Woot. A solid final round and a great display.
So Heretics
from
for,
Heretics here on the
I mean, I'm
first
jumping the gun here,
of
obviously,
a
but
long series.
it would be redemption
Genji
for Heretics.
have to fight
Map
their
1, that
way
was map
back on
1.
Haven.
Haven next.
A reverse sweep in this
Very strong
series.
performance from Heretics, though. Not gonna
For
lie.
Heretics, another grand final on the horizon.
That eco round fucked Genji. The eco round where Boo got 2 kills on Cat and the Sova ults, that was the game, it feels like. All right, we're on break. All right, I want to give another shout out to the charity campaign that we're hosting here for Gamers Outreach. We're at 15K. If you guys don't know what Gamers Outreach is, it's a charity that basically delivers
Charge in the space of the site.
Hold on.
Texture sat waiting for the push all the way through, breaks the shield and the back of Woot, but Rienz is there to trade out ×2. Advantage for Team Heretics, but damage done on the other side. It comes down to this re-aggression. One side smoke, the paranoia good. Mini Boo
Wow.
still gets one!
Where are the Mini Boo haters
Doubles
at?
up as well. The pistol
Damn.
for Heretics again.
Damn.
And they'll start strong on Haven.
That was a big little bit of individual skill from him and a bit of luck as well. Was that paranoia coming through on the
If
other
Genji
side.
lose this, it'll be a third
It's the
place
re-swing
APAC final as well.
from Rienz. And this has been the sort of story of this map so far. You had Woot,
Careful here.
you had Mini Boo, and you had this man. And that is just a recipe for success. And something that Genji are definitely going to have to try and
America's
deal with
in China
throughout
watching
this
from home.
series.
Sag.
Of course, there's a bit of investment. Texture will be the one with the pistol. Other than that, it's mostly utility to their name, and you can already see the goal of getting that dimensional drift online. That's the play at least. Of course, with the weaponry that's purchased, the sniper being lost, or the pistol of Benji,
Double duelist again for
that would be okay.
Heretics.
Anything more than that, and they might feel a little bit hard done by.
Patience
Flag?
certainly on display for Team Heretics so far. Waiting for Genji's aggression. The rotates to be cut off by Benji. Oh, the timing doesn't look great though. He's checking the other way. The wall has at least allowed him to live a little
Benji is
bit
fucking dead.
longer, and a
Damn.
slide in from Texture.
This is scary.
So quickly
They're all
on his
here.
heels.
There's
A
4A.
side reinforced now.
There's 4A.
Four
They're
players
walking
towards
into the
this angle.
classics.
One is isolated. It's Caron up close. And he will be
Oh.
dealt with right away. Shield back
That's a
online
big
for Wu.
hello?
Broken. Texture is kryptonite in the previous round.
Is it
But
me?
this time,
Is
it's
that
a
me?
two-pronged approach.
30 seconds
Need
left.
to be ready for all these players. And many
Oh, traded.
Snuck up behind them. The flash got him in.
Enemy.
And they're
Oh my
all
God.
rumbling
KJ flanked. They're
on
gonna be aware though. He's
GNG.
gonna check watch.
The danger dealt with, and Foxy 9 needing a 1 versus
got one.
3.
This
I
is
don't know how he
unwinnable.
got away
I'll
with
say it.
that. The
Unwinnable.
classic looking strong in his hands.
Holy fuck.
He tried to distract them
Hey,
with
what's
Timmy the
happening? Am I
Tarik.
lagging?
Well, for a second, it looked
Am I-
like
am I-
maybe he'd pulled off some magic, but I mentioned it.
Is that me?
Dropping 3 people means that a gun goes to the wayside. It might not look like the greatest of rounds because they don't manage to close it out, but that economic damage is what was important there. Definitely a risky game taken from Miniboo. It's also worth mentioning as well now that this is 3 strong starts. All pistols won by Heretics, all second rounds converted. They are giving themselves the best possible chance to take their opponents.
Okay,
back
bonus
to
for
us.
Heretics.
A leg up for sure. Great damage already though. Woot down to 46 HP.
Insert Bulong.
Sheriff in his hand as rifles taken by some of the others, and some serious opportunities.
Double
for
garage
them.
from Gen G.
This round has to be Gen G's if they want to believe in the bounce back. Get on the board early. Already denying any space off the back of
Bait
the
set up for
drone, but that's
Texture.
not gonna deter them. They're ready for the player on the
Wow,
right, but Texture
great
catches
shooting.
them off.
Great
He's
shooting.
spamming with 30 HP.
Okay.
Wall bang
Very
from
bold
Rians.
play indeed.
Boo activated on the
The
lurk
rifles
now.
recovered now. Team Heretics, they still have most
No, he's
of the
actually
heavy
waiting.
weaponry that they, well, all really that they came into the round with. Just the 2 sheriffs lost for now.
Yeah, he too likes to live dangerously. But more importantly,
Double scan. Good dart.
the time is now starting to tick.
They're hitting A. Basically 3 here.
5 seconds left, and still
Paranoia
decent amount of
available.
Utility Snake by Paranoia are all online.
And dart.
30 seconds
A
left.
shock dart there as well. Ash has been seen. That gives an opportunity, but they don't know about Caron.
Viper wall up. How do they beat that? 20 seconds.
No one
Save.
coming that way to clear him either. Could be a nasty surprise. The delay util put through. It seems like panic. 12 seconds left. They've got to go.
10 seconds
Nothing
left.
to get out with.
Saving 2 Vandals. It's not bad, I
save.
guess.
Bringing it back for the rifles. Be carried through to the next round. Doesn't look like anyone there to punish, so they'll be successful in their attempt. But for Gen G, this is exactly what they needed. A round win early on.
Yeah, no, it was the start from Texture that just made things so awkward, and the value of this composition is just having that secondary controller gives you so much.
Did I cancel my haircut
in
appointment?
terms
No.
of that
But I
extra
did get a
delay.
push 15
The
minutes.
second you have those initial fights in your favor,
It's the best you could do.
there's no real reason to reaggress or overextend, and especially when having the Omen and Viper on the same side of the map.
Okay, full
there was
buy here.
Never really a chance for Heretics to get into that one. Of course, they are going to keep themselves those rifles through, and that was just their bonus round. This is now when the game truly
What?
gets going, and Boo, and he's just pulled a
Oh
play
my
straight
God,
from
he broke his
TikTok.
ankles.
He is TP'd behind Caron, and
Oh
Caron
my
was
God.
completely unaware.
He broke his ankles.
The problem, you hear that TP, you just assume he's crossing the short.
Yeah.
And most of the time, that would be the case.
I
He's telling
agree.
Texture, be ready for a fight. All the while, it was him that was in danger. Trip waiting for Texture
Wait,
to
Boo
round
might
that
die.
corner.
Yeah.
Boo steps out
Big
wide.
revenge.
Great
Texture
patience
starting
by
off well.
Texture. Good read for
Yeah,
Jay.
Texture
As
starting
well
off
with the
well.
bait. They put a little spam out so that
Alarm bot.
Boo believes he's got a fight on the other side. Takes the swing and loses it. Well, they've got to be careful.
Wow,
on the
what a
fallbacks.
catch.
They are being caught with
What
their
a
backs
catch,
turned.
man. Insane, dude.
2 players getting the timing absolutely
3v4.
spot on from Gen G.
They going back to A?
Once
Yeah.
again, that time starts to tick.
Silva
You go
alone, it
late
is the right
into
call.
rounds versus this Viper, and
Why not cut your hair live
be
on
in for
stream?
some
Like, you mean
nasty
in-house?
surprises.
He doesn't have time.
dart
He's
thrown out
booked.
as well.
I
So not
would've
gonna
been
get the
down.
info, but it
30
will buy
seconds left.
a little bit of extra time, and in fact, Munchkin's actually committed.
Oh, the wall's
further,
up.
and you
This
can
wall
see
is
Texture starting
tough.
to rotate as well. They've got the read.
Yeah, this shift towards the A side, Snakebite still online as well.
He's gonna molly
15
now.
seconds. They know that that team probably waited out the reveal.
They
and
clear
now they'll
graffiti?
be on their way. Short,
12.
blocked off by the Snakebite, and oh,
Big
it's
two
nice
from
catch.
Ash.
Left.
Texture can charge
Might
him.
be able to deny this plan. Texture with the stun, the run, and
Imagine he
the
one-shot
run.
him
He's
stuns.
taking it across the line. Great read again.
Damn, Texture,
by
good job.
GENG.
Ash, good job.
Yeah, that is the second
Honestly,
time
Munchkin,
now
good
that
job
we've
too
seen
with the Viper
right
retail.
players in the right place at the right time, and that extra little bit of delay, not only from the
Right
dart,
players, right time.
but just the bait play.
Right players at the
I've
right
enjoyed
place.
the fact that we saw the
Right
spam
players at the
coming
right
through.
place at the right time.
Bait blew in, forcing them into these fights that were
Got it.
definitely favored to this defensive side. GENG already, as said, they've lost every single pistol so far in this series.
Did I see the Oni case opening?
But they've leveled
I didn't
things
see
up
it.
early as well.
Well, I watched a little
Texture's
bit, but
quiet performance
not all
from
of
the
it.
last map.
What's the
Careful was
TLDR?
not noticed by him. Woot, though,
Nice
with
shot.
the hero rifle.
He has ISO ults.
He's already managed to
half
get
buy.
an opener. More importantly, Mitch, he's got his ult.
Exactly. Ult online, and look at the early attention to this A site from Team Heretics.
I don't think the Neon
Pings
ult was wasted. I think it was
across
fine.
short. They're looking to clear this out with the drone. On the back
600k
of it,
in cases, 100k
Ult can go
skins.
through.
W
Ult can
case
full
opening,
fight.
minus
GENG know
500k.
that there's going to be something spooky on its way. They don't even need the
But,
ult.
like,
They
it wasn't
found
their
Ash
money,
with
so I
just
guess
the
it doesn't matter
swing
for them.
On the back of that drone.
It's
And as the
you
snake
and
bite
me.
goes through, they know exactly where Munchkin is. He's brought into a fight. A 1 versus 1 with
Wow.
the shield. Active and saving him in that
Flank.
duel. The three
He's ready,
piece
he's ready.
With 2 rifles,
Whoop
they
playing
started,
insane,
and
Whoop playing
now it's
insane.
all Wood. He's found 4 of these picks.
Wow.
GENG being dismantled in this round.
They had 1 Vandal going into this round, and that 1 Vandal
President?
took
Mr.
4
President?
heads. And the first 2 didn't even need that additional
got a 30K
ultimate to
sticker
give
off of
to
house
level
money?
the playing field a bit.
What is Tim gonna do with
Just
it?
a straight up firefight on 2 different occasions. But this is why people have been begging to see this duelist
One enemy
for
remaining.
Wu, because his individual skill, his crosshair placement, his aim and reactions, while at its peak, is second
Solid to
none.
open more? No fucking way, bro.
That hit.
GENG on a half by now.
Big fan of that. Little wall bang early on. We saw it earlier on in the tournament with the straight spam through B
Wood is from Turkey.
into window. That's a little bit of a less common one, but it is a good punish, especially when Benji's trying to get that camera up early on. Contain the mid control. And the reaction here from Heretics, forced back from that early control. There could be space taken on
Portal
B easily.
closed.
They just sit back and wait. And it's right into that outlaw. The GENG go running. Nice work by
Great
Texture.
trades.
Wood is there immediately to pull
He's
it
already
back
getting
into
his
their
next ult
favor.
back, too.
Foxy9 with the rifle on the other side of the map. He's pushing mid as we speak.
They're calling on
Leaving
timing on
Caron
short.
with a lot to do if GENG want a chance at taking this round. That said, though, Heretics slow down. That's buying a lot of time.
Yeah, Foxy on the flank. Omen needs to do something crazy though.
You'd need Karen
Jordan will
to
find
kill
him.
Benji. And then maybe this
Yeah.
flank could have a chance instead. Well,
Vulnerable
he's been
and
hit
tag,
by
wow.
Multiple pieces of utility as if he wasn't
I mean,
already
Foxy
revealed. He
should
was
save
vulnerable
this.
at that.
I don't know. I think going
Even
for this is
suppressed
troll.
from using any utility.
30 seconds left.
And this leaves Foxy
Spike
with
planted.
basically a one-way
Can't
ticket
use that yet.
to save town, unless he thinks he can pull off the 1v4, which, as said, he's been having a fantastic tournament, but I think it'd be audacious, especially with the form that's Wootin. Going into today, as said, he was number 5 on the ACS. What I may have failed to mention,
Every Turkey guy
was
have
that
great
Woot was
aim,
number 1,
except
and Texture
you.
was number 2.
We've seen early some signs of life from Texture, but seems like so far those duelists on the other side, they're giving him a real tough time. 4-2. And Tom, I suppose a good moment to touch base on sort of expectation for these halves. These are compositions that these teams regularly run. They're often, well, always.
Do I rock
winning
no
this
case on my
map,
phone?
as can be said for both of them.
Yes. Do I have Apple Care or I'm
in
just
this
rich?
First half, for Heretics, for GENG, what kind of numbers are we expecting?
I do not have Apple Care.
But the interesting thing is the last couple of times,
One enemy remaining.
we are seeing them play on their favorite side. The defensive side has always been truly dominant for the side of GENG. And for Heretics with this double duelist, you're going to be looking at that attack. So this half really may tell the story. If it's dominant to Heretics, it might just be a done deal. And while you can see that the change up here from Genji is try and challenge for some control, but the second that occurs, Dimensional Drift utilized. Two players already spotted, and they're going to try and combine it with that Hunter's Fury.
He didn't get him.
May even try and stick the
Minibu's
landing,
in
but they're
spawn.
pressuring
They heard it
Texture,
though.
who's now completely isolated.
Timing. Oh, he almost turned on him.
Just as he looks
That
the other way, he
sucks.
knew there were players close by.
You heard him
moments
reload.
ago.
You heard him.
Tries to take
Oh,
space
Munchkin got it
elsewhere,
though.
runs into Munchkin, dropped and out of the round.
3v5, C is clear.
Fields used the damage done
Oh
with
my god, what a
Hunter's
TP.
Fury. The info found, but they need so much more than
They heard him, they heard him, they heard him.
Who at least recovers one.
Munchkin.
Managed to slip by, reinforcing
Oh.
and locking it down single-handedly. Who's the last one standing, and no more will he stand. Munchkin with a 4K.
Oh my
Gets
god,
Genji back on the
bro.
board.
That was dirty, man. Wow.
Insane individual performance from him. The initial idea from Heretics was a solid one. You're looking to utilize that ultimate in tandem
적군이 한 명 남았습니다.
with that Hunter's Fury.
Wow.
But doesn't manage to find the damage.
Okay, full buy the rushing C. They rushing C.
Caught between a couple of different angles, and from then onwards, it was the Munchkin show. A pace change, immediate. They might just be dodging.
Oh my god.
And
Do it.
Thrown out. No,
Oh, he got him.
immediately. It's
He
gonna
got
be
the guy
Foxy9
close.
that's claimed, but Texture's still
Wait.
fighting, and he might be able to kill everyone else off. It won't even matter. Texture's found 3, and then Foxy9 escapes the
Team?
ult as well.
I was gonna say KJ's a free kill, but Texture killed everyone.
Pull himself out of the shadows of despair that he finds himself in and execute off an ISO ult. They remove a big player. You know, and we can see where the utility is. It's a little bit more spread, but you take the Sentinel off his sight. Typically, that makes it a whole lot easier. The Texture, the man that we said, had a rough performance. Actually, quite a quick start to the first map, but then he went missing. He's the one to completely.
You think everyone was looking for the free kill on KJ and that on the side? Oh wow, Mr. 4K.
Well. That's a 4-piece for Texture. He's back online right when Genji need him.
I'm gonna need a replay. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna
I
need
would
a
love a
replay
replay.
of what he did while his teammate was fighting in the ultimate. The fact is, he may have got the ace if Foxy9 had lost that battle. Because he was almost in for the 50-50. It was a choice of who Woot was gonna face, and I bet the team wished he had taken Texture away instead. Maybe they would have had a chance versus Foxy9, but Foxy9 took the duel versus Woot, and Texture took the duel versus everyone else.
Heretics pause.
Oh, a timeout called by Team Heretics. It's a really frustrating round. As we said, they seem to be set up for victory.
This pause
and
music
one
is so
man stood in their
intense.
way. The flash even hit to start it out.
They're
He was
like,
blind.
this one's not
The
intense, this
cage
one's
obscured
like-
his second kill, and he came in with a classic for his third. They won the last map by shutting Texture down.
Serious.
They'll have to hope to do the same. They want to keep those rounds rolling.
Yeah, it has been a back and forth. We saw it for a little bit in the last map when he got that
Ominous,
operator
yeah.
online. He started to really step up in
Yeah.
the series, and then in the second half wasn't quite able to do the same. Of course, it's much more difficult on that attack.
Omnius. I think I said that
So
wrong.
far on the defense, though, 12 and 5. And Woot on the other side, it's this battle
All right.
Cutting through.
of the superstars. The same as what we saw
Who wants to be a millionaire type beat?
back
Wait,
in
actually true.
2024. This time, though, fighting for a final rather than fighting for a trophy, and he's already there again. Miniboo will bite the dirt.
Nice fan
Spammed.
back.
Soul Bolt.
They dealt with him. Hunter's Fury goes through. There's the tag, but not the kill.
One tag.
Rian sidestepping that one nicely.
Next kill's big.
4 versus 4. Damage
They saw
done.
him, they saw
Karen's
him.
seen a shoulder.
Wait, what?
Doesn't know if that player stuck around or gone walking back. We can see that Boo is just tucked in that corner, waiting for the reaggression, waiting for Genji to seek out that info.
Why are you guys saying B?
Round. Grinding to a halt. Both teams waiting for the other to try and make a move.
I'm gonna start with the
Rian's
2 a.m. and
low
then
on
just skip
HP,
to the
so
final
his
BT.
whole goal is sell the idea that they're going the other way. Nano Swarm being popped, drone going through, just trying to bait a rotation, but there is nobody moving over on that defensive side. They are holding their ground. They haven't heard a TP, they haven't heard a swap back of position, and Munchkin has already done fantastic work on finding those fights. The read from Genji once again on this A site is perfection.
Cover going out.
And now Rians is still only just making it to this site. Boom needs to get something here, and I think he's just been spotted. It's all too easy for Caron. Only one
Save.
standing. It was Rians trying
Back.
to sell the ruse, and well, the sixth sense of Caron is going to convert that
They're heating
round.
up.
It's a shame that reveal came online just less than a second, I think, after Boo went down. That could have been the difference maker. Revealing that player up close as Boo was going through, looking the other way. But this was
wow.
it. Woot and Benji Fishy were both holding the same angle on long. You saw the same thing then for Munchkin and Ash, holding the angle on long. Caron and Boo holding the angle on short. Everyone waiting for the other team to make a move. And it's just the fact that there's no panic on Genji. They stick with that play. Even
Pause
when
again?
Foxy9's losing the info,
They just
hearing
paused.
the drone.
What's
But he
happening?
didn't hear enough to make him panic.
Oh, it's tech probably.
I
It's
think
probably
as well
tech.
there might be a part of it of when
Oh,
Caron
no.
spotted that player, he never saw a retreat. He never saw anybody go back. He didn't hear a TP, he didn't hear anything else. So I think that might have been enough for him to go, this doesn't feel right.
It's fishy.
There has to be something still around this position. And also Genji have been comfortable playing the retake. I think also with a lot of the global utility that was there for Foxy on the other two sides.
Oh, we're live.
Okay, sure, he had to use the Nano Swarm, but other than that, nothing else was triggered. Nothing else was set off. And if Team Heretics were feeling out the rest of the map, you would have thought that something else would have been challenged. Now they go back to a weaker purchase. Last time out when they had this, it was a rifle in the hands of Woot that won them the round. This time he's only got a pistol.
Well, Texture's taking one hell of a risk. Up close. It's worked out. The snake bite held by Munchkin fired the second there was contact. And it stops them from following up on what was a shotgun
This sounds
imitation from
cooked.
an
Did he
outlaw.
hit the tag there?
Might be A4.
He might have
Let's
threw the
see,
wall.
though.
He must have done, because he died to the snake bite immediately. So that means both those no-scopes landed.
Heretics losing the grip.
The confidence of Texture shown once again. And what was a very good early start in this game from Heretics is quickly beginning to diminish. As mentioned, both of these teams are flawless on this map.
Cage triggered.
Over the last few months, 5 in a row for Genji, 7 in a row for Heretics. But Genji was still willing to pick into this map, confident in their ability. And you can see why.
Who has ults? I don't know if he can. Is he gonna walk
Looked
into
like they were
B?
going to be too slow to start. But they found their
Come
footing
back
in
B?
time. Contact on A, and they're bringing the spike back to B.
20 seconds.
It looks like it.
Munchkin's here.
Going all the way.
Toxin screen.
Wall's
15
down.
seconds as they make it out of the window. The spike rushing down. At least the Viper utility is gone for now, and
a
now
chance.
certainly gone. With
3v4.
Munchkin on the floor, a plan's going to be found. Smoke off of the right side, stun. You'll just tank that. Teammates to cover.
Outlaw and
Genji have to
retake.
fight their way back in.
Exactly.
They haven't retrieved that rifle on the side of Heretics towards the
Oh,
C
KJ
connector,
ult.
and
They're gonna
that's
push
why
that. They know he's
Genji
alone.
were happy to leave this a little bit lighter defended. They're gonna run it down. Heretics need
Wow,
to take
good
that
hold by
race, and
Foxy.
Foxy9 stands his
Great
ground.
hold by Foxy.
Well
Even though he missed the
handled
jump, he
by the
still held
Sentinel
it.
on Genji.
Honestly, not bad
See why they
value
were so calm
for
in that moment.
Heretics. They got the
They've had a
KJ
couple
ult on
of ultimates
Eco.
to play with. And while I think in this time it was just Foxy9 going, okay, let's
Foxy9,
just get this
eh?
round done, get this round confirmed. Comfortable with them pushing into his crosshair. Well, comfortable
Oh,
from the side of Texture as well.
One enemy remaining.
Going to be that lead extended now, and I'm looking at the Heretic side and wondering what they've got prepared for this attack.
Damn,
So
Foxy.
you mentioned it. It's always been about just blitzing through opponents, getting that insane momentum, and having these strong attack sides. Now, sure,
What
they were
else we
versus
got?
Tech.
Omen?
They showed they can still do it on the defense, but
We got Omen ult
Genji,
here.
if they get to A,
Yeah.
definitely
Both
be
sides.
nervous for Heretics.
this series has certainly been stressful. the Gen G fans out there, watching them teetering between victory and total
C-long
collapse,
default.
but
Now they're taking mid.
they're on the straightaway now. 6 rounds on the defense, Heretics on the attack with the double duelist comp. Failing to really get off that mark once they hit 4. Certainly not running out of ideas, but running out of winning ideas, perhaps.
They're stacked towards C a
Minute on
little
the clock.
bit. Let's see.
No real info, no real space for Gen G. And just as they go to shift to the right side of the map, contact comes in garage. That means Charon's gonna stick it out. He's gonna still be here. He was about to rotate,
Oof.
but they'll have the paranoia to slow them even further.
Well, this is the thing with Gen G.
They have full
Having
A
that extra
info.
Controller consistently makes it so much more difficult to just blitz into these sites. They've got plenty of delay, and it's left Heretics
They're pulling a
consistently
rotate.
trying to sell
30
these
seconds
fake,
left.
trying to bait players over to the other side of the map, but they don't work. They haven't pulled players away.
Oh,
because
Viper's saying, but
of
Munchkin's
that
reading
utility
it.
that's been held.
Munchkin's
2
reading it. He's
players
saying
still
C.
sit within this C site. An additional smoke sent through again. They need to go now.
14 seconds.
Here we go.
It's now or never. Charon waiting for them, walking out.
Oh,
of
the hold
garage
is
with
too
Foxy
strong.
9 on the backside.
The Viper
Gen
orb is
G,
too strong. They had a
didn't
read.
panic. They read
Gen G did
every
not bite
play.
that. They did not bite that.
Over the last few rounds that Heretics have put out, they've been ahead of the curve.
Foxy again,
And
yeah.
It's got to be frustrating for Heretics to feel like your playbook is open on your opponent's table.
Karen as well.
But the problem I'm having is I feel like the more direct contact plays are what works for them. These faster pace moves.
Yeah,
that
Heretics
are
spreading the
basically
map,
a
it's not working
one-set
so
strat.
well.
When they play these late round fakes, they just don't work. Gen G are not rotating. They've had no reason to. They've
right.
got delay. When it comes to that Viper wall, they've used paranoia to perfection. The nano swarms have been held late into
He's
the
right,
rounds.
he's
but
right.
They are playing a great game in terms of slowing Heretics down. And the second you slow down a double duelist dive comp, it doesn't work anymore. 7 to 5, or 7 to 4, 7 to 5, the dream at this stage for Heretics, especially with their pistol success rate. I don't think they'd mind it too much. The Viper's Pit being held for an eternity from
Foxy loves this angle.
Munchkin. And once again, they've taken that garage space, but look to fall back in the other direction. Ash has got to be careful.
Ash, careful.
It's not
Minibu,
been the
will he
best
peek him
game
this
for him
time?
individually,
Minibu
but
knows he juggles
all he
this.
really
How will
wants
he
is the
peek it?
info.
It's the first time that these fake plays haven't
He's gonna
seen
crouch peek.
3 to 4 players sat on
Oof.
the site, but still, it's not wide open for the taking.
The Viper wall is
Munchkin's
still
close
here.
by. Viper's Pit for the retake. 45 seconds.
Oh, he
on the
scanned them
clock.
all. He scanned them all. Viper wall's
Gen G
going up.
again showing no panic.
They have to go through the wall.
Snakebite's still online.
They have to go
40
through, I
seconds.
guess.
And it hasn't been fired in even
Oh,
still.
is he gonna get him?
Woot's at least got the ult to work with.
Okay, they know he's stuck on the right.
In from the right corner, it's Ash.
30
They
seconds
accelerate, but in goes the Snakebite. Slow
Got the
down.
kill.
Good pick for Woot. Texture's
Benji from
gone.
short.
Viper's
Munchkin
pick comes
Viper
into
ult.
play.
Oh,
They dealt with
Vrians.
it right away.
Karen's here.
Munchkin out
Oh,
of the round,
Vrians
and
again.
it all crumbles.
Wow,
Gen
they
G
stole that shit back.
Finally.
That
Showing
felt
some
like
weakness on
a
that defense for Heretics.
Gen G
That
rounds.
7-5 dream seems to be alive.
Yes, once again, unfortunate
7-5.
for Foxy, the man that controls 2 sites. Unfortunately, the one he wasn't controlling has been lost.
Viper
but this
Pit
crossfire
too late?
is undefeatable. It will be 7-5.
Yeah, I don't know if he was there, but
As
yeah.
Gen G will go in with the lead, but they are yet to win a pistol. Maybe they can
I don't know if he
change
was in
that
the site the whole
after
time.
the
I
break.
didn't catch it, but yeah, he could have ulted earlier maybe. All right, halftime break. Oh my god. Some fucking throwbacks. No haircut? No, I have to leave soon. Where am I at on this? Diato, thank you for the 10. Barney, thank you for the 1. Eden, thank you for the 10. Vex, thank you for the 30. Blurry, thank you for the 10. Bailey, thank you for the 13. Thank you guys. We're almost at 15.2K. Hey, look, honestly, even though I won't be able to watch it, hopefully you guys get a map 3 because I feel like the series is good. I think the series is good, so deserves a map 3. Why can't I watch? Because I'm going to get a haircut, and it's the only time I can go. Because of my schedule and his. But just in my defense, I'm not blaming anyone, but I just want to point out there's an hour tech pause. Otherwise, I would have been fine. Redonations already did. What share do I have? I don't know the name of the share. It's a Herman Miller, but I don't know which one. But I don't recommend it. I don't like this one.
5 in a row. And only lost the last round of the half. For Team Heretics, this was a hard-fought first half. And you said it yourself, Tom. We expect to see most of the rounds for this squad.
Yeah, I do.
Especially with this composition, put up on the attack.
Yeah, it's that double duelist dive, but it got slowed by the controllers on the other side.
Toxins
Genji may be in the lead, but they're yet to win a pistol throughout this series so far.
Okay, big pistol.
If they were to lose the next, give that boosted start to Heretics, their key may be in danger.
4 here from...
Yeah, he read it perfectly. He knew that Boo was hiding in that corner. They don't know about Benji.
Oh, the whiffing! The whiffing!
Damage done.
The rare whiff from Benji.
Mini Boo to pick up all the pieces.
The jump threw him off.
Like
Mini Boo
we're
1v3.
about to change the course of these pistol rounds on the record. The attack side.
2 guys long, 1 guy
away.
garage flanking him. I think it's unwinnable. I will say unwinnable.
Finding that solid early half, and look at how passive they're playing, hiding in every nook and cranny. Mini Boo, he's gonna have to work for this.
They ready for the push?
Not going to give him anything. And Ash is just waiting on the angle. A quieter first half from him individually, but had done a lot in terms of getting them
Genji
that
are having a
extra
great
info that
time
they
now.
always desired on the defensive side. That pistol is going to put some distance now between Genji and Heretics.
grenade out.
You could tell. It was just a little bit too convenient for that smoke to be in the corner. Mainly just to try and avoid any form of reveal and hope that your opponents make a mistake on the back of it. But that mistake is not being made by Texture. 16 and 9 onto the Neon he went. To the top of the board in turn. Rien's tried to face against him. He was the one A-side defender, Mitch. The round's already over.
I reckon that smoke might have worked against someone like Koi, but you bring that to the international stage, and that's it's a bold play to make.
They're not even here and they're taking shots.
Of course they're not here. Anyways, you got to be honest as well, though, like, the big difference here for Genji, Texture, he's on fire.
Koi catching strays,
yeah. There from Team Heretics, from Wood, and indeed from the whole squad in that first map.
Mostly from me.
Yeah, well, look at the plus minus. It's actually
free kills
decent
for
across
Foxy.
the board. One man who's had a real tough time is Benji Fishy, and nothing's going to change here. He's dropped by Foxy 9, shield broken on Woot. Foxy 9 seems to, well, he did have an idea of the players in the corner. Hopefully he still does. Just goes in with his back.
Man, where is Foxy looking?
Clear in the wrong corner, he's in it. He sniped it. Okay, but even still, you can tell they're a little short on time here.
Yeah, it will be
Hold.
death to the spike. I don't think the double tap can save
Sounds
you
it.
from that, but we'll never know. We will, it doesn't. 9-5, the exact conversion that they were looking for, not too much cost, only a sniper lost, and now is where if Heretics are going to turn this back in map number 2.
9-5.
They really
Bonus
need to
for
get things
Genji.
back onto the board. A bonus victory here for Genji would almost seal the fate of the
Let's see the
second
call.
EMEA team looking to make their way to the final. Fnatic, the boss that is waiting. And Genji wanting to make sure they're the team to join them.
To B-pop?
30 on the clock, and they're already making their way forward. Genji knocking on the gates of the B side.
This Viper is hard to play versus, I won't lie.
Texture's holding for that re-aggression through the smoke, but
Look at the short
nothing to be
lurk.
found.
It's planting.
They haven't seen the players
He faked it.
close on the site, but they don't need to. This is all
Wait,
a ruse,
the
all a
Viper's behind the
fake.
trip. The
They
Viper's
make
behind the
noise
trip.
on the B site, now look to pressure into A, thinking
He's calling
that
back
they've
his
got that
team, but
space for
look at
free.
Woot.
Maybe
Or
it's
not Woot,
rotated off.
Mini
Maybe
Boo.
there's one player sat on the site. What they don't
Oh,
know,
now he knows he's up short. Now Mini Boo's going to wait for the rest of his team.
You heard his gate crash.
Do they clear this?
The portal is closed. He has
Oh
no
my
way out
God.
of here
He's 6
anymore.
and 10.
Has to stand his ground. Has
Oh,
to find so
fuck,
much,
he
and he
peeked.
swings into heavy traffic.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
he's
They're going
done
to
some
cancel
damage,
too.
but that damage really doesn't
They're going to
count
cancel?
to the value that's
No,
been
they
lost. And
re-hit.
it seems like
Oh,
with
fuck.
the short push coming in, Woot clearly expected them to be
This
a little
is
bit
too hard to
further
hold
up.
now.
He's already popped his shield, so no second chance at the fight. And the stall from the opposing sides
30
have got to
seconds
start
left.
putting some doubt in the minds of the opponents.
Smoke
They're going to try and
short.
set things up with that firing squad. 20 seconds now as they look to push in. Foxy9 with an opener, but Woot is still here, but not for
What
long.
a trade from Karen,
Power
20
quicker.
HP.
And for the remaining
2v3.
two players through the Viper Orb would have to be the move.
That Boo is
I
low.
don't think it's a good one.
I love that from Karen as well. Looked like he didn't even move his crosshair.
Oh my
Knew
God.
exactly where that player
He's gonna
was
jiggle
gonna
long,
go,
watch. He's
finding
gonna
a
jiggle
safe
heaven,
space
watch.
behind
He's gonna
that
jiggle
wall.
heaven. I'm calling it.
The
Silva.
teammates on long couldn't take him down. It was a narrow margin. But that one fight, that gives them what,
What?
should be
How does he drop for free?
Benji's had a tough time so far, but the straight drop out of heaven, elimination of Munchkin, that's given them a chance. Breath back in the lungs of Team Heretics, and whiffs. It's winnable.
Oh
and it's
my
won.
God, Ash was
Team
so
Heretics,
hard.
They get back
Benji
in,
just
and it's Benji
fucking
Fishy,
cooked
who's
them.
looked down and out
No
of
way.
points that got them
No
across the
fucking
line.
way. No fucking way.
Those are both fights that he never should have won.
No fucking way.
Jumping out of heaven, I almost wonder if Gen G just
Oh
thought,
my
they're not
God.
even going for this
Yeah,
in
they're
this
saving
stage.
already.
Especially when he went alone. Like, there was
Oh
no
my
support. That
God.
was all just, I'm going to get this round done. Like, his teammate still, look, his teammate hasn't even got through the choke of CT yet.
One
And he's
enemy
already
remaining.
managed to get an opener. I genuinely think they would have
Wow.
saved it. Well, at least Boo would have saved
Wow.
it if he had gone down there. Instead, a little bit of individual brilliance, and you can understand the
tilting.
head in hands because
I mean, that
is
was
a round.
bonus,
There's
but
no
still.
way Gen G should have lost that.
He had
Oh,
3
Mini Boo.
kills so far, Tom.
Mini
3
Boo.
kills. Oh, right there was
Oh, no.
huge. Now, that's not an ideal
Uh-oh.
start. Not expecting so much presence to be shown. The B site
Damn.
now much more open for Team Heretics. The man disadvantage, and this takes all the pressure off Gen G in these early fights.
Oh yeah, Houdini did his disappearing act, unfortunately. He's not going to reappear again. That was just a little bit late for Miniboo as he tried to gate crash out.
That has to be the fastest.
He was hoping to walk up and take control into middle. They had a hero in the last round. They're going to need another one in this.
Timing.
And this is the problem. Gen G are so good at just having that additional little bit of control.
They going A.
The Viper screen as well, just to create
Omen
this
ults.
disillusion of movement.
They re-aggressing short.
Heretics have
Oh,
to
here we
keep
go.
an eye
Execute
on
is here.
throughout this. And their players, okay, let's try and at least hold on to shore.
Go, go, go.
Good stall.
go
30
back.
seconds. No.
Foxy9's been sent out to take
Oh, wait,
the space
Foxy's here,
towards
you're
C.
right.
You think that because it's a 5v4,
But 30
if you show
seconds?
presence, they'll start to
30
rotate
seconds
over.
left.
Oh, he saw
In
him.
fact, he just makes a little bit of noise, and then they accelerate on short. Rian's
Oh,
down to
it's
10
over.
HP.
They have
Boom,
sight.
loses his life on the
That's
back side,
big.
which leaves Rian surrounded. Never mind.
No
going
defense,
Back. They
no
go
defense.
straight through that A site, cutting through the
They
defense.
have to save here. 10-6.
And I don't think Benji's going to be jumping out of heaven this round. A save being called by Heretics already.
This is something that I think Gen G do maybe better than anyone else, and it is those
Who am I rooting for? I'm
mid-round
just-
pauses.
I don't know. I'm
You
just rooting
start
for a
to
close
just
game.
create that little bit
I didn't
of
make a
doubt in
prediction
your
on the
opponent's
match.
minds. Like,
I'm
okay,
too
the
late.
orb stayed up for
But if
too
I was to
long
predict
without anybody
now-
pushing. They just
Lotus,
seem to be waiting
I
while that
don't
utility
know.
is sat in place. Like you said, there's a part of your mind that goes, okay, they must be doing something else, otherwise
Heretics are
they're
good
just
on Lotus.
wasting those toxins, when in reality, they were just waiting for someone to peak, and the second they did,
No, I did it. Wait, no, that's not
with
true. I
that
said Heretics
outlaw.
would win, my prediction.
And that's the moment they move.
I had a
Okay,
Heretics
there's
winning,
one player on
actually.
short. You've
That's
now
right,
got
that's
an
right.
opening to try and make a play
I
elsewhere.
guess I'm going to ride with that.
It's almost too easy for
It's also
them.
a good map for them on
Fantastic
Lotus.
calling from the side of Gen G just to play that into their favor. But this was kind of the moment where the round already just got off to that bad foot. Well, at that point, I think Rienz was already tagged. If he'd won that fight, we would have
140, yeah.
been screaming his name once again.
When do I leave for the haircut? Soon.
Seems like we may have a timeout called here.
I'm not making it to map
Heretics,
3.
certainly a lot to discuss. This map started out well, started out strong. They haven't been able to deal with texture. They haven't been able to shut that man down. Munchkin back on the Viper, providing so much value. You saw in the first half how many pushes Heretics went for, and there was Viper utility
Heretics last
waiting for
pause.
them. There was a snake bite as they looked to execute out. The drone never followed up on because of that. And as these rounds build
I can't
up in
cancel, guys.
favor
We've
of
already
Gen
booked
G,
it, and it's like, you know, it's early. But no, the
Lotus
reason I'm doing it now is
looming.
because our schedules just didn't align.
We talked
And
about
also,
Gen G when it comes
like I
to
said, there was an
Haven.
hour tech pause, man.
Well, I think the
The
odds are
tech
a
pause
bit
cooked
more in
me.
their favor if we end up on Lotus.
Yeah, I think it's always going to be one of those
What's
battles.
up, Victor?
But yeah, if you look
Welcome.
at recent history, their match versus EDG.
Get the barber
was a
here?
dominant
Bro,
one,
he has a
whereas
bunch of other
it's
clients,
safe
man.
To say that
He's
the
booked
Heritage
for the
squad
day.
in their opening match versus NRG got slammed. What I will say though is they've been getting better and better throughout the tournament.
Just cut it
so
myself? I've been cutting it myself, dude.
I don't think they're the same team that we saw on day one of the
Eco.
event.
Wait, no, that 3 rifles. What?
Texture, he's already dealt with.
Wait, Karen ulted Evan.
The teleport to the back lines was
Woot?
definitely caught off guard. Woot
Woot?
still looking to fight, and again,
One enemy
managing
Wait,
to
what?
do way more than he should with a singular rifle. It's left all onto Munchkin. He's been sublime.
Oh my god, this is a crazy
He is the
1v2.
calling, or
Ooh.
individual moments.
Did some shit.
But now with guns in hand.
They don't know
for
if he's
Benji
in.
and
Wait, they hear
Boom.
him. They hear him. They hear him running. Oh, he made noise.
He's heard
They
that.
know. They know.
Yeah, you can see the pings on the map. They've already got the read. Benji is
Oh, Benji's
sprinting
here. Benji's here
across to
already.
the other side, and
He ran too
further
early.
steps will be heard.
Oh, he's planning
Try and
open?
get this Fontaine,
Oh, he
I
trolled.
wonder. Yeah, just playing it
Hey,
safe. But in
why
the
did
end,
he-
It is all too easy
Damn,
for Benji. A
he
huge
over-
round to take off very little investment
I don't
once
know.
again. I think that's the
He had a
second
different
time
read.
that's happened
I'm
this
not sure.
map.
Yeah, I mean, they've been solid when it comes to those lower buys for sure. And still, the fact that after Caron punishes initial pick,
He has no clue they heard him. That's why I'm confused why he started running so early. Because
even as
Boo
he's
got a
taken
kill from
down,
short.
traded out by the Classic in the
So,
corner, fading Foxy 9, running
he
out
ran way
of
too
short,
early. That's
and
why I
that
was
same short
confused.
control that Boo held with a Classic in hand is what gives them the information to get Benji ahead. A 1v2 for Foxy 9, that's no guarantee of a round win.
I think the scariest thing, though, for Heretics is that other than Woot, we are not
That was
looking
a
at the same
steal from
scenario
Genji, or
as we saw
Heretics.
Screen down.
on Ascent. Mini Boo is missing.
Woot has
Benji,
ult.
okay, he had a moment or two quite recently, but he has not been there either. Boo currently struggling on the board. We are looking at almost a one-man army, and the army on the other side has been slightly
Oof.
better. Woot
he
left
gonna ult?
alone, and his
No.
ult doesn't really hold value here because utilizing it, he'd likely be traded anyway.
Unless they're going to flood right back into the site. Heretics could attempt it, but the paranoia is what they're going to contact off. The problem
Got
is it's
out,
Omen
wow.
planting an immediate TP out of there. Caron stays close. Has to spam for that defuse. In
Got
goes
the
ult.
Omen.
It's Caron that's caught. The close player now down and out of the equation. They tap that spike.
He whiffed.
It's failing the fight inside the ultimate. Caron will be
Traded.
spammed out of the round at least.
Omen
Late flank
flanking.
from Boo. This is causing problems. They have to turn to deal
He got
with
shot on
him.
the side.
Pressure
That's
put
big.
on, but with him
4v3.
forward, they can focus their attention forward, and the snake fight bought them enough time.
Nice try on the transfer.
Munchkin in there for the kills.
Wow, wow,
And
wow,
the
wow.
defuse not even close as they came to that final fight, 11-7.
Wow, wow, wow.
Love the change of pace. Obviously, there's a risk about it, but getting that plant
The
and then
plant-
having that
plant
extra
strat.
post-plant utility, like that's the real value of this composition. Is I mentioned the delay in that first half, but you've got the paranoia, etc., the drone to get you in, and then you have that orb.
I think they're
snake
broke,
fight,
right? I don't know.
and also classic nano swarm. That just buys so much
It's a
additional
half
time
buy,
that had to be
2
dealt with for
rifles,
Heretics. It's one
Guardian,
and done
Vandal.
once again, and while we mentioned hero rifles, no offense, Boo, but you're not the man whose hand I put it in. He's going to get one, but
Down A.
this is looking easy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, 4 players pushing the A site, 5 players waiting for them. It's a numbers game that Gen G come out way ahead in.
Heretics won map
That
1
money was saved for the
13-7.
next
Now Gen
round.
G win map 2
But that
13-7.
means for
Scripted.
Heretics,
Planted.
coming in here, they were admitting to themselves they're playing for 5 in a row. Texture's already so far forward. Benji didn't stand a chance of making that read. 5 rounds in a row needed for Team Heretics, or it's off to Lotus, the decider. Here in this series, it's Gen G with the momentum in their favor.
Not for sure. I think, as said, other than some hero moments here and there, Woot having some crazy rounds, this has been Gen G's map. They looked a lot more comfortable. Their composition has really worked to deter Heretics from success. And once they got that second pistol, I'll be honest, this looked like they've walked away with it. They have 5 ults going into this round to close, and they only need 1.
Oh.
That start, though, might just be enough to double up
They
of
fought
the
mid as a
defense
team.
in a fight that's already been seen before. Even
Foxy
the
making a
triple
play.
up.
3
Benji
players
here.
just swinging in for that window fight. Foxy9, yeah, he's in danger.
2v5.
Benji having it all to play with there, knowing he's close, popping the cage and spraying with the silencer.
Poison's off.
5 in a row, but perhaps a good start to what needs to be an impressive streak.
Trying to explain the lore behind
from this
Foxy9.
defensive side, but still, there are dangers.
All
A
I'm
pick or
gonna
two
say is
with a pick in
KJ.
play for Munchkin.
And then you have to
This
figure
round
out the
could
rest.
very easily fall into Gen G's hands. Unfortunately,
Player standing.
Yeah.
they're not going to get anything for their troubles on that B push.
If it wasn't for the neural theft, I think he gets away with a little more there. But has
Tarik,
to rush
leave,
it.
respect your
He
barber's
knows
time.
His position's about to be
All right.
revealed. The element of surprise would disappear. So he goes, okay, I'll
See
try
when
and
I
take
have
some
to.
space just before that, see if I can catch someone, and gets caught because of it. All
He
in
pushed
all,
it 15
though,
minutes
it
for
might sound
me.
silly with 5 players alive for Heretics. I actually think this is an awful for Gen G. You didn't use the ult. Like, if you'd lost a Hunter's Fury or you'd thrown in an overdrive and you'd lost
left.
like this, that's really annoying. But because it was just such an early fight, they still have all 5 ults. They can do exactly the same thing in the next round, with using some for entry and using some for post, and their opponents will not be able to match that. Of course, the kill from Miniboo would probably
wants
be
this
the
kill?
most
Seconds
desired.
left.
Mini
He is the
boo.
one rotating in, but still
He's too
from
far.
afar, they know where he is. Even him dying might not be the worst case. Get that dimensional drift, something additional to play with for the next round.
We are just going to stay tucked in. Shock dart the
Damn.
most they throw
Oh.
at him. 16 HP,
Did
but
a
it's
lot
enough.
of damage.
4 more needed. You know,
Oh, wow.
I suppose it's easy to think back, though, on that first half and say, well, 5 in a row.
Nice
I'm pretty sure
mid-fight.
We saw 6 from Gen G. The difference is really made by what you're seeing there. Munchkin, that second controller, in how strong it was
Pause,
for
Gen G.
delay, for denial of info, and then at the end of the round, the major delay with that snake bite being held, with Gen G always having the read, always being ahead of the play. It's not going to be as easy for Heretics to make that happen on their defense.
I love watching the coaches share a singular mic, but it shows how much HSK is bringing to this squad.
Wait, what the
It was a part
fuck?
of
Old
2
school RuneScape
very
just followed me on
different
Twitter.
stories. The
Oh my God.
worst streak in Pacific history, and the first trophy they ever got. It really is the
This might
tale
be a
of two
legendary day.
sides, but
They only
the fact
followed
is,
360
he has
people.
brought an immense amount of value since joining this Gen
This is
G
big.
side. They clearly
Should I DM them
respect
and ask
their
them for
coaching
GP?
staff when the pauses come through. I think there was a moment the other day where you actually saw Solo without the headphones on, because they were listening intently. There was
Should
no
I
need
DM
for
them
a
and
response.
ask them if they need a rune trim armor?
As said,
Or
with
if
5
they need their armor
ultimates
trimmed?
available for this round, Heretics are still very much up against it, and they are yet to get 2 in a row in this second half.
A daunting task for the defense. And as
Don't
you
get your
said, it's
account
the
scammed
ultimate
again?
really
Wait,
that
I told you guys that story, right? Oh my god,
presents
Victor, good
such a
memory.
major challenge. Even picking off a few as they enter a site, if that pit goes down, it's a different game altogether. If it's a B plant and they've got garage control,
Okay, match point,
they need to
Genji.
enter that A site. The lockdown from Foxy9 can do so damn much, and with no Hunter's Fury for Rians, there'll be no denying it. Genji
Boo.
operating
Alone.
in a death ball.
Oh, he's
Look at this
fucked.
B site defense. Boo, who's been here before, is in position up top. He got hit by that parry.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
and Texture's got him.
He tried
That's
to
a disastrous
play in front of the
opening.
hit. Oh
Yeah,
my
now they
god.
have all of those ultimates ready to go for the post.
But
run. I
there's
think
no
Heretics have
smoke, it was
realized
just,
there's a real need to try and get in early,
Oh,
and
GG.
it has not gone to plan. Texture is the final boss that Heretics have to deal with. Woo,
They had so many
he's
ults.
been
Oh,
a
attacker.
hero for them here,
Yeah,
but
attacker. Wait, that's so many
with a
ults.
lockdown, Up against him, time ticking
GG,
away.
we go
They've got
Lotus
to
for
try and fall
elimination.
back. They're not getting out of there alive. The one-man army has to face
Heretics were up 4-0 at first half.
and they are ready and
They climbed
waiting
back
for him.
and fucking-
Gen G are not
yeah.
going down.
Both teams win their
without
map
a
picks, huh?
fight. They will
The
take
president's
this
happy.
1-3.
All the way to Lotus. This series certainly deserves a decider, and
It does deserve a decider.
hard for the right.
The teams are looking good. I think
for
Lotus
this
will be good.
Final battleground. After the break, we'll find out who your last grand finalist
Okay,
is.
chat. Unfortunately, I will not be here for the last map because I got to get off. The tech pause really fucked me. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I want to give a last shout out to Donies, Blurry with the 10, Bailey with the 13, Genji with the 2. Thank you guys to everyone.
This one
Wait, did they? No, they didn't.
going to be
They won one,
necessary,
lost one.
especially in that second half, but also just from controlling the pace. He's got to be very diligent of any defensive side aggression. But this time,
Energy
his
slam
aim
Heretics
was
on this
enough.
map, yeah.
Off to a solid start. We're going to see a couple of sheriffs invested into an early control still being battled for, even with the minute investment they've had. The main thing, though, is Texture got the ult.
Yeah, standard hold.
It looks like they're going to go for a little more as well, sticking around for deeper control. Ash in position, and for a moment I thought Ash was going to be left alone, but Texture doubles up.
Isn't split out of the map.
Perhaps
It's
Heretics take it here late.
it's the old
They
patch.
might just, with the contact
They're
being
playing on
seen,
the
you
old
know
patch.
your Sentinel on Gen G
Who
is
do you
gonna be
think wins
towards
the
that
final?
C-site.
Probably Fnatic.
You know there's a player holding close on B. There could be two. It's a low buy round. It's a good spot to stack up.
Like, honest opinion,
But
Fnatic
as we
wins.
can see, as they shift late towards this preferred take of A site, there's a third player coming in. Munchkin, snake bite, locked and loaded. Heretics look like they're about to walk into a trap.
It seems like they
Board
are.
games night would be
the
good.
ruse being sold, and now with
I'm specifically
Foxy9
buying the
winning
coffee
that fight,
table
not seeing anything
for that
else. Luke
purpose.
has done well, but
Wait.
the Sheriff of Texas
Wait!
going strong. A third already in the round, and now Boo is the only one
my God.
left. And with 25 seconds left, even killing this man off might not be enough. The road to the A site. is
What a
one
round,
paved
bro.
with
What a
risks.
round.
Already
Oh,
Karen's making it
no,
He's been
Karen.
spotted.
And he
doesn't
hurt
even realize that
Foxy9.
His game is up. His life is sold out.
He literally
already.
hurt
It's not the
Foxy9,
prettiest
no?
of sprays. But now it's left all onto Foxy9.
He knows Foxy9's close to him.
He's had
He
so
knows.
many moments, but this may be the biggest of them. A fight versus Boo, but Boo will hold on.
Oh, poor
A 1v3
Texture, bro.
clutch
He
that was
deserved for his
so
team to be able to win that
necessary.
round. Karen got
That
unlucky,
came
though, with timing.
So damn close. Again, and we saw this in the second map. Gen G's reads have been
Bang.
perfect. The
Bang.
killing off the charts, but I
Bang.
don't know what you call to get Texture to pull that out. 3 shots from a Sheriff, 3 bodies on the floor. With 2 or 3 bullets to spare,
Yo.
Blue ends up winning out the round.
This is tweaking.
A 2-0
Texture is one away
start,
from
but it
result,
is
though, so they're gonna go for
anything
this
but
fight and get the orb.
convincing. Gen G with rifles in their hands, and
Oh
goodness,
my
caught
God.
Immediately.
What the fuck?
That's not the way they wanted things to go. Of course, you can expect Heretics to be a bit more audacious, but that was very audacious. And
Oh my.
Texture just seems to
Doesn't
be
even
on
need to use
another
his ult this
level.
round.
Last map.
This is
He was
it's
the
actually
king
so massive
in
that
the
he gets to
server.
use his ult this round. Or save his ult.
One enemy
And he
remaining.
might just be crowned with a crushing of a key. And a smile on his face. Miniboo is all that stands, and while
Predicted this.
Foxy9 looks so comfortable playing around his utility. That was the bonus round. It wasn't a mass investment, but that was so easy.
And that nade got him the showstopper online. It's there to play within the next, and even then he didn't stop. Taking 2, dodging the breach utility.
That's
And
big.
so the weaponry
That is big,
stacked
big,
a
big,
little
big.
more heavily in Gen G's favor coming
Raise
into this.
ults.
Because yes, there's 5 rifles.
And Texture's on
And
point
I'm not
right now.
talking about the Guardian as a weakness. I'm talking
Can
about the
Miniboo
rocket
compete
launcher
with Prime
as a
Texture?
big plus for Gen G. The other sign of life issue that we highlighted, map 1, Texture was gone missing. In the second, he showed up, and in the third, he is swinging right out of the gates. The Sheriff, the rifle, the nade, everything.
Damn, you guys don't believe? You guys don't believe in our boy?
This time, after
Let's see,
failing
let's
that
see.
A control. Gonna try and put some pressure.
Okay,
on
they've
that C
taken
side of the
BC
map, and look
control.
how far up this defense has got on A. B
Wow,
side,
Genji still.
now at least is completely open, and the showstopper sent in onto Benji.
Oh my god, that's so much
it.
damage
He's got
though.
to
Actually, it's not
be the man to
as much as I
hold
thought it
on
was.
for those aggressive pushes, but he
Wait,
has
Boo?
been isolated and executed.
They know he's around here,
In the
or he's
meantime,
in
though,
deep CT spawn.
Who's going for the
So they're
TP
assuming
back to
that
A.
he's
This
either
splits
here
the vision of
or
these
he's here.
players as they have to go back, clearing out that flank. Even look at Foxy9 worried about his spawn. A needle in a haystack, and they're not clearing the
Oh,
right
big
angles.
kill.
Taron's gonna be
Big
caught by
kill.
it. Paranoia,
Boo just
sure,
keeps
it
the
doesn't
site.
land, but the smoke blocks off their vision. Team
Yo,
Heretics,
Boo is just winning and
despite
losing the
that
rounds.
opening pick,
Single-handedly, it's
the
been
showstopper's
all
not there
Boo.
to play within the late round, so they don't have to worry
This whole
about it,
game
but
has
they
just been
still
Boo
have to
with this
worry
map.
about texture,
Yo, it's just
and
Boo.
Shuts him down. This started out poorly, but Boo single-handedly
It's actually
gives
the
Team
Boo show.
Heretics hope.
It was an audacious attempt, but sometimes it's the bold plays that are the best. They've still got to be careful.
Yo, stop,
though.
stop, Rians.
Ash already doing a lot of damage. Foxy9 traded, and while that is enough to put them severely on the back foot, the use of the Nightfall removes the senses.
Okay,
Oh,
big
at that
save.
Stage, well, I'm looking at
Genji
Munchkin with his
has
hand
plenty
off the
of money
keyboard, so
if they save these
I don't
guns to
think
buy
he's
next round.
planning on going anywhere anytime soon.
And he
He's
ults so
adjusting
far.
his headphones. I don't know if I've ever seen this in the middle of a round, but I guess he doesn't expect anybody to push this way.
Why
at
is
this
that a big
stage.
deal? These casters are bored.
Definitely not feeling the pressure. That's
So
for
normal.
Sure, as it will be another round on the board, but more importantly, we mentioned heroes of Woot, Miniboo, Riens, while this one was all about.
No,
Big
no, no. The
Brother
casters are
Boo.
fine, guys. Overall, I think the casting in
Putting
this
that
event has been
question
good.
mark in the back of their minds.
It hasn't been
The
like
timing
horrible
is
or
so
anything.
crucial. If
The
he goes
observing,
down, the
however,
texture there.
the observing
Just
has
a
been
second earlier, he was putting down the
abysmal.
smoke. That would have put so much
Oh,
pressure on
God.
those players trying to get in and plant the spike. And we know that once Texture has his foot in the door, the next foot's kicking it wide open. 3-1. A great recovery on a terrible start to the previous round.
Okay, C defaults
Gen
again.
G losing their showstopper.
They used Eye and Breachstone already. Can't really do anything
The
too
idea
fast.
from Boo is fantastic. You know how aggressive they've been. They use it against them. Ultimates at a minimal. There's a few
Interesting.
getting close, but
Instead of putting his turret here and his
Foxy9
alarm bot here,
not going to be
he does the opposite.
Orbs, Ash, the same.
He puts his turret at C.
Actually, they really are starting to exploit that B presence. They've already pushed all the way in. This double utility setup,
Hegel, take it to the
it's
prime.
going to be rough to get through.
If not impossible.
Oh
Foxy9,
god.
He's,
Oh god.
He's crossing over. Taking
Surely
the
they don't commit
timing
C
of
here.
what the Prowler had
They
cleared
still
just
have Viper
moments
towards
ago.
A. They have this option to go.
Boo might have had an angle there.
Oh my god, 50 seconds though. 50
Nonetheless,
seconds.
they're not
running
going
out of
through
time.
this. Now seeing all this
Oh
utility
yeah, they're going
there,
back
the
A.
Viper
They're
orb.
going back A. They're going back A. They're going back A.
Although the snake bite's gone,
just
the,
Omen
the
here.
threat still looms, and the A side again becomes the target. Charon. They'll have to do so much as Miniboo keeps their eyes focused on this side of the
different
map.
people,
3 players
over
on
the
C.
limit.
30
Hey,
seconds.
And although
yo.
he loses his life, he's bought them a lot of time.
Texture.
Main
Here
dangerous
comes Texture.
though. He's about to come in on that cross. It is being
What a
watched,
kill,
and
what a
Wood's
kill,
gonna be
what a
the one to
kill.
land the shot. That battle continues throughout these maps, but Charon is the man to beat. First drops the spike time.
What a
is ticking
flash.
away, but
What
Benji
a fucking
removes
flash.
him before
A
it
breach
becomes
flash
too
that
dangerous.
works.
Munchkin is now here on site though. The spike is going to be planted, but they quickly make a move, and Munchkin looking to end this round on his own.
Benji.
Already a couple to the good.
Oh my God,
Benji is
Benji.
all that
Oh
stands
my God,
in his
Benji,
way.
can
And he's
you do
so
it?
wary
Kid
about the other
yourself.
side. He doesn't realize they're all about to swing him at once. A comfortable retake for Gen G.
Nicely handled. Once you lose texture so quickly, the pressure's on for Charon, and he was able to do a lot. Finding that first pick, Rien's flash was fantastic. That
Said
took him
kid
out of the
yourself.
round.
What'd you think I
They
said?
couldn't find much more with the time bought for those rotations, considering there were 3
Wait, what does that even
players
sound
on
like?
the C side of the map. When Miniboo went down, they needed someone to buy them that time. And Charon
Oh,
was the man to
oh,
show
oh, oh,
up.
oh,
Munchkin Dealing with Rien's when the util
No,
belt
no,
ran
no.
dry.
That's not what I said.
The round finding its way into Gen G's hands early.
Oh, I see.
It's not an easy buyback for Heretics either.
Where are you?
It's not going to be a pretty one.
Fair enough. I can see why you
They
think
aren't
I
gonna
said
get a
that.
chance to fight. An early
Oh, fuck.
push
Oh,
up, and there's so many
fuck.
players
Oh,
on the other
fuck.
side.
Oh.
It is a complete spray down for Munchkin. His individual game
Rian
has
said,
been
"Fuck this,
fantastic,
just
and
end the
he is
round,
not
bro,
looking
just end
to
the round."
stop. It's a
Wait.
egregious fight taken, but an easy cleanup.
Killjoy
And
ult.
something I want to mention
Killjoy
as well
ult for
about
Foxy 9.
Gen G, about this roster,
they swap
about
sides here?
especially Caron, Munchkin, and Texture, is this tournament for them would cement them in the history books forever. Being that first team from Pacific to lift the trophy, and then being the first team to have their
We need
name
Gen G
in
to
the
win here.
totem.
I don't give a
That's
fuck.
something that can never be erased. That is
No, I
something
wanted
that can
Heretics to win for me to be
never
right,
taken
but
from
low
this
key, I
squad.
don't care. Actually, I want Gen G to win. Fuck, I don't know.
They've been making history
I like both
since
of these
this
teams.
roster was formed,
No, I want Texture to win.
and Heretics are looking to stop them from making it potentially over them twice.
Well, the timeout's going to be called as they attempt to slow the build-up of Gen G. Cool
No,
their
he told me he
engines
didn't
a little
bet.
bit.
He literally just messaged me and said he didn't bet.
Previous, as we said, it was a low buy for Heretics. Their opposition farming some
Nick is
valuable
Garbo.
orbs
Thank
out of
you
it,
for the prime.
putting a stop to anything that could have went their way.
You are a fraud, bro. Shut up. Thanks.
You can see the concentration on their faces.
I think Boo is
As
the
now
answer
we
to all
get
their
into this
problems right
third
now.
map. The
They need to
rounds
base
start
the
to
entire
build,
game
and
plan around him.
in the coming couple of rounds, it's going to be triumph or tragedy for one of these squads, as we're neck and neck coming out of this timeout.
I went Gen G's to win so they can shit on Fnatic on
Early
PRX's
paranoia once
behalf.
again thrown. This
All right, let's
outside
root for
control
Gen G here.
has been a big part of their
Fuck, it's hard.
gameplay, but
Okay, fine. Rooting for Gen
Heretics are
G.
expecting that the gap lies within B,
Munchkin.
but that's where Munchkin
Munchkin.
resides. Again,
Munchkin.
that snake bite. It has blocked them on C, it's blocked them on B.
Oh, they're
Wherever
cooked.
they go, he is waiting.
Oh my god.
Just avoided the Prowler.
Oh, it's
Didn't
just
even
over.
Look at it, and Foxy 9 comes in just in time.
I don't know how Munchkin
Swinging
gets
in,
2
finding
kills there.
success for
Somehow
Gen G.
dodged the
And
breach
whatever
ult.
theory of weakness towards that B site may have been floating around,
Oh,
it has
no.
been put to bed.
Oh no,
It seemed not long
Heretics.
ago, Foxy 9 and Munchkin on C. You think, well, what do they have to stop us there? Well, by the time they pushed, they had both.
That's the worst thing, is the Heretics read, if you go off the last couple of rounds, is correct. They've stacked up C early, and then they've had the 3
If
player
Boo had
push
Bomb
on
right
A.
now, I
That-
would
that
fully
has been
believe
their
he's capable
regular
of winning
point
this
call,
round.
and an alarm bot alongside the wall is what holds the B site. This time, Munchkin, IGL, leader of the team, goes,
30
I reckon
seconds
they've
left.
noticed that. I reckon that they've thought about it and are going to try and make a play in this direction. They try and move that way. He snake bites it, immediately gets 2 kills. The read from Gen G, this map and the last, they have been in the heads of Heretics.
That's true. They did
For
read
Boo,
that
the
B hit.
1v3.
10 seconds
He's out of
left.
time. Saving this weapon, the best possible call. And speaking of calls, as you said, the Gen G playbook here has just been used to perfection. And I think another thing, though, is you look at what they have. Okay, C gets pressured this round. You only have
Are
the one
NRG
there,
still
Foxy 9.
in?
He
Nope.
hasn't even got his utility in the choke point. It's on the site. He has a lockdown to work with. If lockdown works, they get back in, they Viper's pit it. They have easy responses, so they play a little lighter on that side of the map. Pressure be heavy with Munchkin there. And as soon as he
you
finds
hate
that opening pick
crashes?
and there's a
No, I
snake
love
bite down,
crashes.
the round's already done. Insult to injury that he spams through, and I think headshots Benji through a
How's
wall,
this match not
peppers him
finished
up,
yet?
And,
Well, you
and
see,
your Viper's
they're
now
playing
13
map 3.
HP, you're a man down, and you've got no space. This is a very difficult
Gen G
team to
is
play
just-
against, and Heretics out
Okay,
of
this is
the
the first
timeout.
time I've seen these guys
They
fight
don't
for the
find
safe
any
space.
solutions.
This is, once again, a pistol, second round just about.
Benji?
But in the buy rounds,
Benji
Gen
lurk.
G have definitely been
Munchkin
the
has
better.
read it once again.
It was a hero
He has
play.
Killjoy baiting for him.
Boo, in a couple of these,
As soon
that
as
has
Killjoy
made this
shoots,
team
he's done his
relatively
job.
Close. 4-3 scoreline,
Killjoy's gonna
that's
spam
not
through that
bad,
smoke.
but you take out those first 2 rounds,
And there it is. Oh no. Oh.
and this is dominant.
you got
And well, already they've been so good at baiting the plays. That was a spam through.
Wait.
Good
Oh my
trade,
God, they
though,
traded
but
well.
the second player there.
Fade, fade,
These
fade,
hero
fade,
rifle
fade,
rounds
fade.
have worked wonderfully for Heretics so far. And it's looking like that might be the same case again.
Oh, he pops the ult. 45 HP. It's a little bit of an easier target, but that's worked wonders.
Play.
They've gotten the lockdown.
They need to
out of
redo
them.
this ult, I
And
think.
Miniboo
Just my personal humble opinion.
He was 45 health.
The
and he
fuck
got out
is
with
this?
6.
That's one of those rounds that we've seen a few times throughout this game. They're thinking back to Haven. It was the hero rifle for Whoop that managed to make it work. This time it's the hero rifle for Boo.
Yeah, Ash has to get one there, like no question.
Some
For
styling at the end from Miniboo. Definitely feeling pumped up. And I
Yeah,
mentioned
you
it
gotta
at the
get one there,
beginning, if
brother.
you can get this guy online, he can be the difference maker. Even still though, we've seen these one and dones before. We saw it on the last map that they never were really able to string things together, and in the standard rounds, that was where
Oh,
Gen G
breach
shone.
unused, so now they can't really hit the site.
Well, let's see if that's the case once again.
What else do they have?
Contact
Yeah,
on
they
that
can't really.
site, saw the util, fell back, and now Miniboo's first man in towards C. First man out of the round as well. Foxy9 with a
I don't like the
wonderful
C
spam.
control they do.
And that's put a bit of a
Because
pin
they're
in the
using
plan
I
for
and
Team
breach stun.
Heretics.
Sentinel role has just made the man, honestly.
Just use one or the
He
other.
was a
Why do you have to
solid
use breach
duelist
stun
in the
and I?
past, but what he's
If you
currently
save your
doing
breach
on this
stun, you could
Killjoy
actually
is
pop this site
what he's
right
gonna
after
be
you take C
remembered for.
control.
He plays contact off them spamming his own utility and then spams back in response. That is genius. And he has changed his setup every single round to make it more awkward for this squad. Viper's pick going to be utilized. The spam is close.
They have A control though.
They are forced back the other way. Caron,
Oh god.
once again, is the solo defender. This stun could leave him in trouble.
Oh boy.
It's been the Viper and Killjoy
boy.
slowing these pushes. Now it has to be the Omen on the other side. He smoked off both corners, giving himself a chance. As they emerge from this, it's a tough fight, but he's got the surprise
boo
angle.
again, boo
At
again,
least
boo again,
keeping the
chat.
numbers favored and leaving Texture with a pick and a showstopper.
I'm telling
12
you, bro.
seconds left.
Boo is the main
plant
character.
Needs to be found, and Boo doesn't have backup.
left.
He's all alone on this site. 6 seconds as he gets a
Huh?
friend, and it's too late. The round's already gone, and Munchkin, adding insult to injury, wraps around those rifles left on the floor.
fuck is happening?
And Gen G with one more.
What the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
they're making this look comfortable. They're relying at times on Caron to do the dirty work.
I really
He's
think
definitely being left
Gen
out to dry a lot
G,
of the
or sorry,
time.
Heretics need to
It's
stop
you, your
using
smokes, your
both stun
paranoia,
and I.
just
so they can
buy us
actually
enough
pressure
time.
C
the
better,
rest of us will finish
the actual
job.
site with the stun.
But he's doing a great job. 4 and 6.
But I don't think they're gonna
Scoreboard
stop.
Warriors at the end will be like, nah, Caron didn't have a great game. But if you're watching,
have 3
you'll know
guns.
that's not the truth. The buy from
Oh, he
Heretics
kept his
is
stun,
a
he kept
weird
his
one.
stun. Rian's kept his stun.
You could see this as a bonus round, but it's definitely
There
got
we go.
3 rifles.
That's better.
And they're going to try and put the pressure directly in again, this time running through
Oh,
the
God.
util, but that almost seemed like suicide. Rians, though, has somehow found 2. They finally dealt with the C-site defense.
What a dog shit buy. I mean, it works.
Texture's still close by, but he's been spotted. He's been dealt with. Boo up top.
One
puts
by
him to
one,
bed.
one by one.
And now the advantage double. What's on the other side with Rian's following up again.
Fuck C9
Caron
balls
has no
of
choice
steel.
but to run for the hills.
Spike planted.
The 1v4 against a pit and a rolling thunder, not looking all too likely. And despite some incredible calling from
he needs
Gen
to
G,
it's good
some
that he saved
big
his stun.
individual
Paranoia stun,
plays, some heroes
you can actually hit
found
the site.
in the darkest
You
of
use
times.
your stun at C, like
Team
long
Heretics,
C,
they are still going to
then
equalize
you
this.
can't really go in.
They've been battling back and forth. And it's the same as what we saw in Haven. It's the pacey hits that are working out for them. The disrespecting of that utility is the one way that you can defeat a double controller is you go, okay, screw it. We're going
Bro,
through
Foxy9
that
is
util.
so
And you saw
stupid
that
playing
what it
every
basically
round
meant was that
close.
Miniboo had to just die. Like, he had to die so the rest could live. That's how this has ended up. The sacrificial lamb to just go, okay, look, we
It's
have
because he has a
walked into
teammate there that he's
Foxy9
either baiting for or being
slowly,
baited.
and he has played us almost
4.
every time. I'll run through, and Riens, you have
Like,
got
if he's
to
by
get
himself,
the
he's
kill.
definitely not
And
doing
with the
that.
TP
Because he has a
at the
teammate
same
there,
time, that's exactly what happened.
they want to
We
shut
know
down
where
the
he
initial
is,
choke
we're
point
able
to
to
kill the
deal with
entry
him.
players, and then everyone else is
It's
just
not
stuck
the
behind.
nicest role for Miniboo to have, but if it wins your rounds, it wins your rounds.
It's like you saying a player that plays close consistently
There.
towards B on split
Well, it
as
has
defense
been
is
perfect
bad
storm
because
of
he's playing
parity
close.
so far.
But if he has a player in sight waiting for him, or a player crossfired with him, it's
They'll be
fine.
stopped, surely. That is questionable play. But Minibu somehow got one. That was the best of a bad situation.
Respect.
An attempted fallback for Ash, and he gets out successfully. With the TP that just went in, it puts so much pressure on.
Boo,
might
boo,
just have the
boo,
perfect
boo.
angle texture.
What a kill, I'm
Clears
telling
it.
you, this guy's the main
Doesn't land
character,
the
bro.
shot in time. A little surprised to see the sleep paralysis demon right behind him.
Spike
Team
planted.
Heretics, they've got a leg up, a plant, and a Viper's Pit to play inside.
Ooh. Already spotted. And Boo
Not ready yet. Cover going out.
playing it smart.
Munchkin,
It's not a
can
risk
you do
worth
it?
taking.
Can you
Munchkin,
just have a
he
clip?
needs to find something here. The rest of his team are having to fight for
My
life
fault.
and limb through the
It's my
pit.
fault.
And,
Honestly,
already
I'll take
it
that one
seems
on the
like
chin,
this
that's on
round
me.
is done for Ash. Actually holding on to the gun could be fairly important for the final round of the half. He is fighting alongside it, and well, I don't know if that's the right decision. Financially in a bit of trouble. I'll say as well, like this has to be in terms of
Genji's fine.
highest
They have
tier
5
of game,
defense,
the most
5 on
impactful
defense.
from the shadows we have seen. The 2 rounds
They're chilling.
he has had it. They
have
have
5 on
won
defense and they lost
because of
pistol.
him.
And it's the A-site pressure constantly being put on. They have to clear everything, and he could be hiding around
They're fine, they're
any
fine.
corner.
Genji's fine.
A timing as well, just as Foxy9 wanted to push through the pit. The pressure is put on him from the other side, but the start of the round, Minibu, you said it in the previous, he had to just go and die. Well, that's all that he was looking for
This
in
is
the
the
previous.
first
but he got
time
his opener. He
the
put
entire
pressure
half
on.
Genji
And
has
again,
fought
the
C.
TP, this time the old, previously the From the Shadows in the round before.
And these guys immediately
Gives
react
them
A
the
into
space
Killjoy
that they need.
Viper.
They don't have either to work well. They don't have the ult to work with this
I'm sure
time.
the guy in chat doesn't like that
And the
Foxy9 is
double
playing
sentinels
close.
stack up towards this A site, quasi with Viper.
I know
They've
this
only
is a
found one
big
of them.
problem for this guy.
Oh, Foxy9's in trouble. Death and blind, but he does have the judge. Texture already making it to the site as well.
Enemy remaining.
One of the few rifles that they had, and well,
They pushed C before, really?
Boo
Why don't I remember?
has been Heretic's best player
Dementia?
so far. Waiting on the edge,
Banger.
but he's going
6
to be
rounds
spotted.
of
A
losing
6-6
pistol is
half.
gorgeous.
It is dead even as one of these teams will be eliminated and crushed in the next. Make sure you're back after the break.
Wait, what is the stats for this game? I haven't even checked. Woot still carrying. 8 first bloods. Texture 16 first bloods. That's fucked. That is insane, man. But it's so funny, like I'll talk about first bloods, talk about like kills or whatever, and then there's always that one guy in chat. 50% headshot. Who is that guy? Is there anyone? To be fair, that stat with 30 kills is pretty sick. But it's just funny because there's always that the first thing people say in chat is, whoa, headshot percentage. Every time. It's like without fail. Say my name, Chad. Thank you for the prime. I don't think FNS gets 50% if you sum up all his career games. Go fuck yourself, stupid bitch. Hideous fucking. Sorry. You're mad good looking, actually. What's Ryan up to? Just leaves? Just chair stream? Couldn't be me. Could not be me. Wait, chat, where did Tarik go? He just ended? Or did he, did his internet go out?
History has had Team
Haircut?
Heretics trapped,
Ah.
and it all started with Genji in Shanghai, fighting for another grand final spot. They kept it even at the halftime, but Genji heating up.
Hi, Risa.
Texture
How are you?
looking good, and Munchkin's Viper ever a threat. Now it's Gen G's attack
Texture had
side,
11
where
first
they
bloods
look
on
to
Haven. Went
remind
11. Yeah,
Team
he's insane.
Heretics of what happens when they
Texture
face
is
it with
him.
elimination on the line.
I think Texture. You have to put him top 3, right, World? I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Oh, the boo. Oh, he's looking to repeat history and show that maybe this is a matchup that he is more than excited to play. He was the reason that Heretics got, I would say, the majority of their rounds. And as we've already mentioned, in terms of pistol rounds, this is the 6th.
All right, top
so
1.
far,
Fuck, I don't care.
4 gone the way.
Do you watch
of
League of
Heretics.
Legends matches?
That is where
Nope.
they've got their advantages. Munchkin already revealed his deadly duo alongside him, and Heretics seem like they really want to battle this.
Hungry for that early fight and reading the rotation back from Gen G perfectly. 2 players
You
still on
should.
the A site as the Viper Orb
Don't really
fades.
feel like
Benji,
regaining my virginity.
he's very close to that corner. I was worried about him rounding it, but maybe he needs to see that these players are no longer there. They're sending it back in the
B
other
split?
direction.
That's a good
B
call.
split on the horizon. Woot up close, and he's got backup with Rien's.
Oh,
the
boy.
paranoia
Wow.
doesn't stop them at all.
No way Heretics
The
wins
picks
another
keep
pistol,
on
bro.
coming in Textures,
They won
pushed
another
by
pistol
4.
flawlessly,
The spike
actually.
down and in the hands of Team
Okay,
Heretics.
now it's weird.
The main danger at this point is even if he was managing to find these kills, the time is pretty much gone already. It's looking like the pistol conversion is not going anywhere for Heretics. 5 out of 6. Almost.
Honestly, that wasn't even a
inevitable
bad call
unless,
from Gen G.
Well, Munchkin somehow
just-
pulls off the greatest clutch we've seen.
Heretics
this
just hit all their
tournament.
shots.
He's going to go running to his demise. Heretics will take the lead off the back of another pistol victory. And move themselves
They won every
forward
pistol. No, they've
towards
lost
another international
1
grand final.
on Haven.
Spike down A.
I
That's
thought
it.
this paranoia could have been the turning point. Stop those players on the A site from helping out, but then they were ready to eliminate Texture together. Close out the round and put another pistol there for Heretics. As we said, they've been so solid when it comes to these
Oh
pistol
yeah,
rounds.
my recent search results
advantage
is that
it gives you
because
tangible.
that's
It's the
literally what
only
I was
reason
feeling
that they're
in
neck
my
and neck at the
throat.
halftime.
And
And it's
every
the only
single
reason
time
they're
I
in the lead
search
now.
these things, like my throat is
Early
hard, my
stages of this
apple,
tournament.
my Adam's apple feels hard. That is
A
cancer.
dominant one to NRG.
Oh, okay, I have cancer. Fuck, I don't know.
And almost being eliminated by Tech. We could look at a very different bracket. Questions were being asked of if this Heretics
No,
squad
my
was still
Adam's
the
apple
team we saw
felt
from last
like
year.
swollen.
Now
Not even
battling
swollen.
versus Gen G with the
Just like
opportunity for a final. The good
hard. I don't know, like
start in
harder
this
than
round is
usual.
Caron being able to find 1, but it's whether they can get anything more as they face
Wow.
off against Woot. They're at least making this one a little bit more costly.
You know what I'm saying or
They
no?
need a whole lot more.
Never
Bulldog
Google about
and
medical
Singer
conditions.
recovered.
I know, I agree.
Gen G have got the
Got
weaponry,
missed.
and it's only a one-man advantage. Almost traded out. Foxy9 has it all to do, but he's isolated the first.
Wait.
He suspects the second.
Foxy9.
And the weaponry
Nah,
for
but
Boo.
Boo's
It's
the main
ideal if he
character,
can
though.
hit the body shot, but he's got to be quick, and he's got to be clean. It's Foxy9.
I didn't-
It's the headshot,
Boo's the main
but
character,
weapon
guys. Like, I don't
too
know.
weak to take Boo out. The big brother in there for the clutch. And extends that lead up to 2, but this is a very costly round, Tom.
That's happened twice.
Yep.
That's
You're making
happened
my Adam's
twice
apple
where Boo is left
uncomfortable?
alone. Last time versus
I think if you touch your Adam's apple for a while,
Well, luckily for him,
it
was
starts
only versus
feeling
1.
like a weird thing that you have.
He really has dragged them kicking and screaming through this map. He's been the one under pressure, under criticism.
Know what I'm saying? Or
We've
no?
even seen him in those interviews say that when his team were battered and bruised from defeats, he was just ready for the next. Not thinking about the past
Stop
and
touching
getting
it?
ready for the future.
Okay.
Well, the future
Good advice.
is looking at a rivalry with the black and orange rushing forward.
Okay, well,
For
use
that
this
early
paranoia,
control, of
so
course.
that's good for Gen
Looking
G.
at the Heretics comp, Mitch,
Because
have
they
to
had no
be
plans to take that
proactive.
shit.
You can't have this double initiator and no Senti
Munchkin
without
dry
taking
peek
map
C,
control.
clears
Yeah, you
everything.
can gamble that they move
Texture
towards your
keeps
Viper,
holding
you
A.
get
They're gonna
little bit of
repressure A
delay,
with
but
Fade.
even then, that will be
Take
waiting.
this control, open the door,
Something
and then
Gen
split
G
B
will
again.
take advantage of. You need that space. You need those early reads. And with these weapons, though, it's not ideal. You push down on A, but going further, taking the fight into the spawn, you're not going to win that most of the time.
What a kill.
Waiting for them to push
That
isn't
is
a
a big
bad
kill on
idea,
Fade
but
as
Woot
well.
down on the ground. They'll look to recover his weapon. He had a big one. But in the meantime, the push coming in the other direction, and again,
What is the call here?
Who has
Do we
to
just go
stand
5-man A
against
now?
the rising
So we got the
tide
kill?
of Gen G there. A push up on B
Killjoy
for
breaks
Mini
turret.
Blue,
These
but
two
at
go
least
back
put
to
some
B and
pressure on.
re-clear it.
That makes
No?
things
No?
interesting, but he does have to be careful, and he's missed the timing on
Wow.
the swing.
Munchkin just takes the 1v1.
Munchkin will probably have to take a little bit more time than he'd
Okay, they're
like
just going
to
in.
clear some of those close angles out. And while that is all the information that they needed, but the remaining
Good call.
players, oh,
Exec. Only Omen here.
are still over on C.
Except it's Boo
Boo
though.
is left to
It's
battle
Boo, though.
and brawl, and this time he only has a stinger
Oh.
left completely blind. The paranoia is perfect.
Wait.
Mini Boo is at
No,
least
no,
gonna
no,
get
no,
one.
no, no,
That's
no, no, no.
texture dealt with. Winning the round, unlikely.
No, no.
Making it costly.
Do not lose this
Let's
round.
see.
Certainly possible. Waiting for all three to be here. The rifle recovered by Benji Fishy from the corpse of Woot as they now accelerate
Charon?
out. Charon is point of contact. He's been
Oh,
swung
God.
on. and Benji's
God,
trading.
God, God.
Again, this is Mini
Okay.
Blue just drawing their
It's in
eye.
control
The
now.
flash
Mini Blue's
goes
too low.
in. Ash still standing though, down on 10 HP, backing off and joining his teammates for the fight. In fact, he swings
Well
into
played.
Mini Blue on the side.
Only 2 guns
3
lost, not bad.
kills from
Gen
the
G is
fade on
just
Gen
fine.
G. And the round win goes to them with minimal cost.
Who do we want to
Well
win?
done.
Low
And,
key,
especially finding
doesn't
the
really
gap.
matter too much, but
Like,
we'll go
there
with
was
Gen G
only
because we
Blue
love
on that
texture.
side with the stinger. That was the weakest possible point that they could target, and the paranoia has said it was sublime. Sure, at moments things got a little bit dicey, but Ash so confident and comfortable in this position. It's a very quick response, and bear in mind it was the same in the last. It really felt like Heretics had to dig deep to win a lot of their rounds in that first half, whereas
You're
Gen
so
G,
fake, bro. You were
when they
with
won, it was
Heretics
comfortable.
like 10 minutes
That
ago.
same
Yeah, and
stage
what?
they challenged for. Again, Mini Boo sold to the Wolves. Boo still here, but there
Oh,
is no real
fuck
escape. They
me,
are
it's nice.
fighting for this tooth and nail, but only one member is standing.
Ash.
He's on the other side of the map as well. Gen G adapting perfectly to that aggression coming out from Team Heretics. They had everything they needed. Mini Boo with the opener. Boo a little
Benji.
slow in the trade with the Bulldog. Flash
Save the
to get him
gun.
back in, but Texture
Wait,
dodges
is he just tilt rushing?
This should be unwinnable.
Save the gun, dog.
Push comes to shove. There's ultimates to fall back on, but there's
Oh
3
my
players
God,
to
they just
swing.
triple
And the
peeking.
first is all that's needed. Gen G keeping it the close game that it has been here on map number 3. But that's the play that we're going to expect to see a lot of, that deep aggression coming out of Team Heretics, and seeing Gen G not even stumble on that initial contact is something to worry about.
Well, the
I
scariest
assume there's a
part of it
pause?
is
No pause.
That is an attempted push that Heretics had multiple times, and without the Omen ult behind, I think they failed
Gen G
it
should be
every
fine
time.
now.
Yeah,
They have
there
Raise
wasn't
ult, Fade
any
ult as well.
success. And
If they
Gen G
don't have to
gone,
use
well,
either of the ults
we
this
can do it
round,
first time
they are chilling.
against pretty much your whole squad. As you said, it was only Benji on the other side of the map, and a lot of the time, for Gen G, they only sent 3. It was just that Raise combo, the value of that nade and the amount of damage it could do. This buy is definitely a stinky one, but the goal is to try
Foxy
and
9, be
isolate
careful, bruh.
a lone
This trap is
player,
kind of annoying.
potentially with a paranoia. Mini Boo does have himself a
He
stinger.
jiggles, paranoia,
And a
slide.
single kill
Paranoia, slide.
would grant him ult.
Oh, that paranoia is good.
Wow, Foxy
Somehow,
9 got
Foxy
away.
9's making it out. He's got vision back and actually makes it around another corner. He's safe. Safe
Wow.
to play into the late round, to keep their back secure. Wise to avoid that fight, and he'll get a chance on his own terms, standing his ground against Mini Boo. The A-side push-up, not expected. And it will be a clean pickup onto
Yeah,
Rian's
please,
until the
face
trade
ult.
comes in. A 3 versus 4, weaker weapons to work with, and full control for Gen G with a late lurk from Foxy 9. It looked like there was some real promise for Team Heretics with that initial engagement, but again, Gen G, they take a step in the right direction
Well, good trade.
at every given opportunity.
Comfortable in their post spawn.
Didn't have to use
The
Raise
second
ult.
they
That's
got
big.
into
That is big for Gen G.
this A-side
And I think they're one away
position,
from Viper as well.
they seem
So they should be able to
incredibly
secure C and get the
diligent
bomb down
in
and
their
get Viper
post
ult
spawn,
down.
and it has not really worked out for Heretics to try
Or
and
B.
break this one apart. The lead comfortably taken already. And we're waiting to see what response there will be, because as said, like the difference with the composition from Gen G is their defensive side can really rely on these sort of
Why is there
passive
so many
setups and their
replays? Is there pause?
variation within them. When you're running a breach fade neon,
This tournament,
you kinda
Alpha or
have to
Foxy
be
9?
aggressive. You kind of have to take space.
Whoever wins, man.
And you can
Whoever wins the
vary where
tournament,
that
it's that
aggression or space is
MVP.
taken.
Nah, it'll be Texture.
But when you're dealing with someone like Foxy 9, who, like, they put all the pressure on him in that round, and you wouldn't have been able to tell for a second.
You can tell from the faces of the coaching staff moments ago. They know
What's the
how
score?
important
9-8.
this next round is.
I don't know, bro.
The
I don't know what
rifles
Heretics
back
can
out for
do
Team Heretics, momentum
without,
building on the other side, but so much that they face. The ultimate's pendulum
like,
in their
the
favor.
fact that Texture has Result here,
Pendulum
the
in
fuck?
their favor.
just makes everything so hard.
G. Now in that driver's seat.
Result 1 away from Viper ult,
They've
and
looked
2
good
away from
this
Killjoy
tournament.
ult.
The only
This
defeat
this
they
should
had
be a...
was 2 Fnatic, and I'm sure they're going to want
Oh, and they're
revenge.
fighting A.
They beat them. They were one of the few teams to beat
Okay.
them.
I thought they were gonna go C.
Over in Masters Toronto.
Toxins going up.
And I'm sure they'll feel confident if they can get there once again.
Screen down.
Okay, they're walking
Getting a
out.
leg up
They're gonna see
in their
Omen here by
rivalry.
himself.
A friendly rivalry
Good jump spot. Breach is here.
with Heretics. But there's still a way to go.
Breach and Fade.
And after the pause,
There.
Heretics' initial plan was to take that beat control.
Okay, they've taken out a
Gen G,
lot of
I think
utility.
after realizing how much
Do
utility
they just
players
go
they've already
A?
spotted,
Do they...
being very careful with this one. They also haven't seen the Neon, which you kind of need to deal with him fairly early on.
These teams have been locked in a spiral of parity. But they are fast approaching a razor's edge. And on one side sits triumph, on the other tragedy.
Foxy 9 is walking
whoa,
into
hello.
C by himself.
A lot of information towards this A site. That's going to keep players here for Team Heretics. But Gen G, they are quickly
I don't know what's going
swapping
on.
it
Are
up.
they going C? Oh,
Yeah, they're
he's...
so convinced that they've
Okay, now
used
they
the
know it's C.
9-4
Now they...
over
Wait.
on the inside,
Wait.
but with
That ult was
doing nothing,
insane. Now they know it's C for sure.
That does give information over to Heretics that, okay, either they fell all the way back and are now going in, but there's the showstopper.
They can flood back in. They can literally flood back in.
Benji can't fight that. He doesn't have any additional delay other than trying to stop them taking into the spawn, but with the Viper's pit down, this retake becomes incredibly
I actually think
difficult.
Heretics has advantage this
The
round.
only ultimate in hand is Overdrive, and I don't know how much that's going to help.
They need to win their fights. Outside of the pit, there's a few
the
opportunities.
spot,
a few
the spot
chances,
by
and Charon
Charon.
was one, hiding in the corner. Quickly traded out before he can escape and get back into the safety of that pit. The spike tapped now as players need to swing. Foxy 9 falls, but
no,
Indian as
no,
well.
no,
It
no,
looks like
man.
this is where Gen G could run away with it, but Team Heretics answer up again. Neck and neck once more.
That's one of the few
I mean,
post-runs.
okay. I know you guys are going to say hindsight, right? But if you have that much A control, and you saw Omen was the one jump spotting, right? Because they didn't see that. Wouldn't you just open the door, raise ult out A, plant the bomb, and then you literally are indoor with your Viper ult? Like, A door Viper ult is the safest possible Viper ult out of all 3 sites. And they have raise ult to clear all the
Viper's hit.
angles for the Viper.
Now you talk about ultimates, and they have gone firmly into the favor of
It's just because they
Heretics.
got the control
That was
so
it.
easily.
It felt like that was the trump card for Gen G. A pit and a showstopper. Those high-value ultimates could turn the tide of almost any round.
They used
if played
Viper ult, raise ult,
correctly.
and lost the round.
And it
That
got
is
them the space,
devastating.
it got them the sight and the post
And
farmed
now,
off of it.
Heretics has
taking
the ult
opening.
advantage.
But Team Heretics
Nah, if
have
you're
fought
Gen G, you
their
can't
way
lose
back.
that round, man. You cannot lose that
Fate
round.
has been hesitant to choose a side so far.
Shadows traveling.
How long will that
Now they have
continue?
to. Now they have to win an equally
credits.
challenging round.
Running low on Gen G's side. The ultimate's there for Team Heretics. The defense on the wrong side of the map. It is again Boo that seems to have
No.
the pack coming his
Bro,
way.
I'm not even gonna lie though. Woot's ult there won the round. The Woot's fade ult towards A won the round.
Claiming more and more space for a potential backstab. You could see the team have basically decided, you know what, let's
Okay, didn't win the
allow
round.
Munchkin
That's
to
not
play.
true. Rian's
Let's
won the
try
round.
and fake some
Oh.
ideas. It is gorgeous from Munchkin.
Wait.
He has played the round around
What?
himself. And he has come up green That is
Oh
utter
my
perfection
God.
from Munchkin.
How?
He literally called his teammates, tap the door, and I'll win you the round.
Yo, how?
One more. One more for the ace, but it's Boo to shut him down.
Oh my
It's
God,
not
actually,
just
how?
texture. Gen.G struggling to get the ace, but the round win will do. 10 on the board. And we talked a big game. On map number 1, you see him on Ascent. No one's playing the Viper. It's not really viable. He has to go somewhere else. But every other map, you see why he picks this agent. Playing it to perfection, without the pit, without the showstopper.
Oh,
but he put a
oh
stop to that
my
show.
God,
What a
man.
spray down. Unbelievable transfer deep into the spray.
That is insane.
crazy
That is
thing about
actually
that is that he
insane.
literally
What
put
the
world
fuck?
on his own shoulders. He said, I've managed to get behind.
find
You open
you.
that door, put a Prowler through, it will force them back
think
into
Munchkin
me.
just saved
Maybe
this team.
expected one, maybe expected 2. But to hit that third shot is insane.
Oh, yeah, he just saved this
right
team.
Now, you are looking at an IGL playing Viper on attack side who is 22 and 14. Oh, we talked about the leader of Boo
Benji?
and the impact that he has had.
Oh, you did.
Munchkin has decided he wants a little bit for himself.
Foxy?
Oh, Boo, you're in trouble. If he doesn't suspect Foxy 9 to be here on the other side
Wait,
of the
Foxy's-
map,
did he run?
He dropped Charon in with a double.
Oh my
And
God.
despite Boo finding one, Woot, he's trapped in that corner. They look.
Oh my God, it fucked him up that
disastrous.
it fucked him up that
play
Ash
could've
turned.
breathed life back into this round for Team
Or
Heretics.
sorry, that Woot turned.
But instead,
Where Munchkin
Boo's
is.
all alone, and they've
where
already heard
Munchkin
the
is.
steps. They're waiting to swing on Munchkin's contact, and they won't get a chance. The Viper's pit is almost back online, Tom. I must have a lapse in my memory. He used it just a few rounds ago.
Of course, you're making
he's better
excuses for
without
him?
it.
Bro, look how he
He's better
shot.
without it.
You
Let
guys are
this man
so dumb.
work. Let this man
Fuck you guys, bro.
away from the pack.
Watch, you'll see,
Second
if
he
it shows
is,
again.
He's finding gaps every round in
No, never mind.
the defense. Like, look, he's already hunting at this stage of the round. Top fragging by a decent margin. And
Foxy
He's
9 has
making-
Killjoy ult.
Texture have to consider whether he's the star of the show
Yep,
here.
with the A fight. Good.
Space being
Good
taken
Heretics.
once again. This battle
Do these
for
guys
A
immediately
control
rush C? Nope.
has been one that mostly has gone the way of Gen.G, and while they waited,
Oh, no, 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 no. Boo. Oh, yo, 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 yo.
anything you could do, he can do.
Yo, yo,
far,
yo,
maybe
yo, yo,
just
yo.
as well.
No, low-key, these IGLs are
Need a
actually
bit
nice.
more before he can take the
fuck is
title
going on?
better, but
The fuck is
this
going
is a
on?
hell of a round to step up.
They're
All
saving
those
each other's
credits
teams.
on the line for Team Heretics. Ults coming into play for both sides.
This is the ultimate
Shutting
IGL
down
battle,
that push
actually.
right at the gates, not even letting them in within the walls of the A site.
It's crazy when you go into the setup of
Nah,
this game. You're talking
chat,
about
I'm gonna start
Woot,
banning people.
Mini
Mods,
Boot.
where are
You're
my
talking about
mods,
Foxy
bro?
9.
This
You're
is
talking
what I
about
mean.
Texture.
Where
And
are
this
my
map,
mods,
okay,
dude? Are we
they've had their
offline? Like,
moments,
why am
but
I
for the
getting
most
bullied
part,
like
they've
this?
been irrelevant. It's been the IGLs. It's been the leaders literally leading
I'm kidding. You're all fucking losers. I don't care what you
in
say.
every
Go fuck
single
yourselves.
way. You have a round from Munchkin that spray down will not be leaving my
30
memory for a
seconds
long
left.
time. And then I look at that A-side defense and go,
I say that as
"It
I'm
is
watching
only
Valorant.
Boo that's still here.
At the ripe
Surely
age of
there's a
33.
problem." I know, he makes it look easy. At this stage, it has been called a save.
Yeah, I mean,
The spike is still deep.
I don't know if
Maybe they're
any. Do
expecting
either
for
team
someone
have
to go on the
saves
hunt,
left?
but
Or oh my
Heretics
God.
do not want
Do
to
either
give
teams
them
have timeouts
even
left?
A moment's
No, right?
notice. They don't want to move. They don't want to breathe. They want to make sure that their economy stays strong in this one. And as the round comes to an end, it is going to be within one. Every single time someone pulls away,
Gen.G has one.
they're straight back.
When Gen.G found that extra round, I thought fate's chosen its champion. This is where they close it, and it's not even close with that initial fight
Wait,
on
fuck
Boo.
me. He'll take it. Okay, there it is.
What a time to step it up. So many times he's been
Yo, there are
alone
so many ults in play
against
right
the
now.
squad. The pack
Anything can
hunting him
happen,
down.
actually. I think we might go
A
OT.
taste for blood, but it's their own that
Show
spilled.
it again.
The spray was so good.
This was nuts, but it's this.
Boom.
That's
Oh,
ridiculous.
one bullet transfer.
And they're gonna show Boo's thing.
Like that is honestly one of the best sprays I've ever seen, but it's also just
what do
the
teams
way
talk
he
about
set
during
up the round.
timeout? The weather is like outside, usually like what you're gonna do after, where you're gonna go eat.
He told them the space he was given. He told them
if everyone's
open
feeling
the door,
good,
put a prowler through, and we'll get who's
yeah,
pushed up.
usually
Did he know there was 3?
casual shit, nothing too
Maybe,
serious.
Maybe not. Did he expect to kill all 3? With the way he's playing, I don't know. But the fact is, it's been a crazy performance from Munchkin. Be it both the calling
The
on
coach
the
is
last
usually
map,
given the floor to
utilities had for
either
Viper.
call
Like
something
I said,
like a
other than I
set
think
call,
Ascent, he plays
or
Viper
the
on every
IGL will
single
take
map.
over
And I think for most people that
and
would be a
say
problem.
what he wants
For
to do,
Munchkin, it's a
and be like,
privilege.
trust me, guys. And then
Well, that
everyone
wasn't
just
even the
trusts
last
that
timeout
person.
for Gen G.
And then
They
there are other
braved
people that will
the
chime in
storm
and
of
say,
this back
hey,
and forth
this is
battle
a
against
huge
Team
gap,
Heritage
so I'm going to do
so
this,
far.
etc.
Munchkin, a man after my own
And then
heart,
in
has
these
pulled out the
situations where it's
Odin for the
11-10
spams
and you
early.
have
They
your
look
last
to take the
timeout,
space
usually the
aggressively,
coach will
denying
call
the neon slide up or
how
against
he wants to
damage
play the
as he
next round
does,
after
trying
that
to
round
take
as well.
players down inside of tree.
If he's a
But
good
so
coach.
far, nothing to be found. This is a change of setup. We've seen it before from Heretics a number of rounds ago with Miniboo solo holding towards the C site and a ton of utility waiting on A. As soon as the door opens, the pit goes down and you're safe by playing so far back.
I'm
inside
confused
that pit.
how
Gen G
there are
realized
so
that
many
to break this
strats,
setup requires
though.
more than,
It's
not actually more than they
if
have,
it's the
but more than they're
same
willing to
comp
commit.
every map for years,
They
shouldn't you
sent
have
it back, but
stuff
let it
memorized?
go forward again.
You understand the game is changing,
Yeah,
right?
this is
So the
the thing,
strats
this
can't stay
round is
exactly
a-
the same. Also,
almost
comps
a
are
game of
changing.
chicken.
But if it is
There
the
are
same exact
so
comp you've been
many
using for
ultimates
years, then
available.
yes.
That's why Benji was
But that's
happy
never
to
the
use this
case.
immediately. You've got Rolling Thunder already set up and ready to go. Lockdown alongside Nightfall.
You also don't
It's
want to
almost perfect
replicate
for taking the
exactly
site,
how you
and then
play
Viper's Pit
every game,
potentially
because
there
then
for
you're
the
just
post.
easily readable.
It's going to have to be proactive.
You have to do certain
and
things
that's what
differently.
I like to see from the side of Heretics. They know that if they just allow them to execute, it could be a problem.
Oh, Miniboo, he's not even hiding from that spam.
You know what I mean?
He was firing right back. In goes the Prowler, flash on the back. They want to be quick.
Welcome
Team
to my
Heretics
world.
dumping utility, big
Oh
swing
boy.
goes through.
Oh my god,
Power
trades
gets for
all
two.
over the place.
pit stays
What
up,
the
and
fuck?
Viper far outside of it. They're going to need to get in there and tap that spike.
Oh
With
my
an
god,
all-fall
look where the
in play,
ult
this
is,
makes
chat.
this task
Look where the
that
bomb
a
is.
little bit more difficult. The Odin spam through could be deadly for Team Heretics if they overstay their welcome in the pit, and they need to do so to have any chance of dropping the Viper, who's so far back. It's a beautiful
Oh my
setup
god. Oh my god,
for the side
Rienz.
of Gen G,
Rienz.
But Ash is left alone. Time ticking.
Rienz! I think he has it.
The rifle for Rienz gets it.
No, he doesn't.
It's very
Holy
close.
fuck. No, it's not. No, it's not. He
too
doesn't have it.
close, in fact,
Oh, he
the
hasn't got it.
time's not there. Gen G.
Oh,
they
fuck.
bought enough time.
Oh, fuck.
One more
Oh,
for the
fuck.
series.
Oh, fuck. Yo, why do I still think this is going to OT, though?
It is the ult dump round of all ult dump rounds. They knew that all they really had to do was buy time. Even from Rienz, you have to give him credit. He did incredibly well, picking off those remaining players, but the clock was already gone. The lockdown, the Viper's Pit, everything thrown at that
Munchkin
round.
playing
From both
insane.
sides as well. Only the From the Shadows
Okay.
survives.
But, oh my god, both teams are fighting A. Oh, fuck. The round ends right here.
This early fight will start again. The ping up. It's information.
Oh
Karen's
my god,
TP
Karen.
past the spam.
Rienz.
It's going back and forth all the way, but the defense have come out on
Wait.
top.
Killjoy? Foxy 9?
They
Foxy
have
9?
advantage for now.
Oh,
They've got
Foxy
space.
9!
They don't know this. Foxy 9 so close.
Oh,
He's caught that
no.
play. They just have saved the day.
Oh,
They keep
no.
Heretics in this map.
Oh,
As
no, it's
we
going
go
OT. I'm telling you, it's going
soon.
OT.
One more round. Come overtime or 13.
It's going
This
OT.
game soon to end. This series running the distance.
Fuck it, we'll
Has
take
been
OT.
One of the most
Oh my god.
enjoyable
I'm so
matches
glad I
think
stayed.
I've
There
witnessed
was
for
there was a
while.
pretty
Both
good chance I
teams'
was not going to stream this game.
strength showing when it comes to their own map choice.
An absolute banger.
The confidence of Gen G to pick into a map. Their opponents were 7-0. And this one,
No, no, no. I think Gen G will still close it out, but I think it's going to be no T.
favored in the end to Gen G.
You know what we would love to
It took
see right now?
both pistols
I would love to see
being
Texture
won from
Ace to
Heretics
win the
compete
game.
in this match, and some
Texture Ace to
ludicrous
win the
plays
game
from
would
Blue.
go hard right now.
Munchkin has matched him, and in these last couple of rounds, all of them will really matter.
Oh, there was another timeout.
Is who pulls out all the stocks here. All previous rounds.
No, not 4K. Actually ace to win.
For solo,
because isn't the narrative
great
that every
escape.
time he gets an ace, they lose?
They believe
But
that
if he
they can make the
wins
difference.
with the ace,
They believe that what they are about to say might just end this series.
exactly, a walk-off ace would be fire right now.
Sands of
Exactly
time
what I
are
would
running
call
low
it. Perfect
for
terminology.
Gen G to close this out. The 13th round evaded them in the previous.
That
They
or
get one
Munchkin
more
gets a
shot to end
4K,
this
and then
in
Boo
regulation
brings it to overtime
to keep their
with a
dreams of
5K.
$500,000 of facing Fnatic in the grand final alive. And it's a fast play to the B side, but there's numbers waiting here.
It's overtime.
They read the play. They're ahead of it. And Gen G, they stepped right into the sprung trap.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a
Texture
coach that
down.
called that strat and it got that
He's got
hard
a
anti-strat in
showstopper
red,
online, but it
I
will
literally
never
would
be
retire.
used.
No offense to the coach, obviously, but I'm just
need
saying, like, my ego would take such a big hit
another
if I called that
Munchkin
strat on a
play. He is
timeout,
slowly
and then all of a sudden they have 3
lurking
guys
his
there.
way
I'll be like, holy fuck,
towards
these
this
guys are in my
C
head.
side, but the
I
timing
actually don't even know what to call anymore.
of that poison
I would
orb
not
is
use my
deterred.
OT timeouts. I would be completely
He's
out of the
waiting
game.
for support, but
If these motherfuckers were stacked B after my B call
they're gonna rely on
at 12-11.
maybe even a mistake, and I think the realization has been made by Heretics.
Solo's
again.
not
They're
as soft
pulling
as
in
you, I agree.
Another player.
I'm too sensitive for
They're
this shit.
doubling up to try and make this impossible. And after spotting 2, they've got to try and find another way.
Team Heretics hanging on the tournament life.
Ferret,
the
thank you for the
grand
prime.
finals,
30
hopes and
seconds
dreams by a thread. But it seems that thread has turned to steel with 20 seconds left. The spike will be planted. There's naught that can be done about it.
Okay,
Boo can get the information.
they do get a... Okay, they do
The
get a
retake
post plant.
should be together. No ultimates of
10 seconds
high
left.
value to be found.
Okay.
Perhaps Boo can
The thing
cast
is...
an eye into that sight, which is from the shadows. Flash is good. Munchkin
Oh
caught.
my god, that's
only
good damage
for
though.
one.
That's good damage though.
Still double the numbers that Gen G have
excuse
to
me.
work with. Getting rid of this retake will be tough.
Wait, they didn't
but
open
damage has
door.
been done.
They didn't
Boo
open
and
door.
Mini Boo both quite low. Paranoia traded out on each side. It will delay the play. Time keeps ticking, but the players are on site. The clock unlikely to decide this round. It is withdrawn.
Wait,
They must
Ash
bring
wins,
it across
Ash wins.
the line. Ash has a 1v1. The defuse stuck to half with the big
Oh
swing.
my
The
god,
race to
Benchy
overtime.
Fishy played
It was
that
a really nice
gorgeusly.
attempt from the remaining 2
Actual,
players. Ash,
beautiful
bringing it
work of
close.
art.
A bullet or 2 could have been the difference maker, but OT was warranted.
Perfect.
in
That's
this
how you
matchup.
perfectly bait your
A
teammates.
sigh of relief. You could see it from Miniboo with how tight this has ended up being. And it was another right
If
read.
Benchy dies there, there is
from the
no
side of
way
Heretics that makes all
that
the
Ash
difference.
doesn't also kill Miniboo.
Gen G seemingly had this matchup in their hands just moments ago. And while the only thing in their hands now is their faces, OT will decide this game.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Two map results
Honestly deserved
separated by
OT.
a round, and these teams
I still
not
think Gen G wins, though.
separated in regulation of map 1, an early fight. Miniboo this time getting past that utility. He's taking a new route. Life in the fast lane, and he's living it up with Karen and Texture down. Team Heretics.
Wait,
they
are we
found
just
another
tilt
as
rushing?
Munchkin fails to retreat. And it looks like this A-site take that has failed so many times without the use of that
Foxy
from the
died. Oh
shadows
my god, if
has
he got that second one, I'm
finally
telling you he would have
broken.
gotten a third.
Gen G only have Ash. Their final hope to put another round on the board, or they will be facing
Wait, we're tilt
match,
rushing.
series, and tournament point.
No, they're not
Doesn't
choking,
seem
guys.
long for this
Relax.
world. Already tagged down to 60 HP, and with everything up against him, still utility to be had, and Rian's going to make sure he
all
does
right,
not
does
live
Gen G get a timeout
any
in overtime?
further
They do,
into
right?
this one. It was a risky play.
Can
From
they
the
call
side
it right
of
now?
Heretics.
or-
It was a decision to face what they failed to defeat every time. But it was Miniboo that kicked things off with a bang. A small amount of information was
Oh
all
my
he had
God.
to play with.
One enemy enemy
But from
remaining.
then onwards, it was pure trading.
No, I'm not worried. I already know
from
Genji's
their
gonna win this
squad.
game.
They've had to battle up against this Gen G squad, and now they have a chance of their own. They were eliminated in the grand final when that
Watch.
second place curse began. They can now get a chance to not only face their demons, but crush the key of the team who began it.
They're gonna win this game, and then tomorrow they're somehow gonna win the final, and then
been
everyone's gonna
considered
look back
somewhat of
at
an
this game
expert
and
on
go, "Oh
breaking
my God,
curses in
Heretics
my
were one
times,
round
Tom.
away from knocking
I
Gen G
think
out."
that if you're gonna do it,
Obvious.
this may be the
Obvious
best way
storyline.
to set it up. Not just winning the series, but the symbolic crushing of your opponent's hopes and dreams. Winning 2 series against this team back to back in terms of BO3s. Bouncing back from Shanghai.
This guy typed not a
Last
ball
year.
knower.
And also fighting their way back in when it seemed like all hope was lost here. Team Heretics, 1 more round, and it's on the defense that they'll make this final stand.
We'll see
Okay.
if Munchkin has another play to be made. He's been left solo
Yeah, Minibu's like moving right
on
now.
that A side of the map. It was where he did his most damage, that sneaky
Damn,
lurk,
Munchkin's just taking fights.
using his Viper
Like, let me show you
screen
guys.
to garner that extra
Let me take
space
over
to-
again.
to recreate that miracle. It's not going to be easy.
This smoke is causing
You
quite
take
the
away
issue,
pistol rounds,
leaving
and
out a lot
I
of
think
time
that
on the
this is
clock.
done. Gen G have fought
Munchkin
tooth
does
and
have
nail
A
to get
control. Does he
themselves
call them back
into
A? Do they fake C,
both
go
maps
B with Munchkin lurking
where
door?
they lost
No.
all 4
Munchkin
pistols.
can't die
They got
here
a
though.
singular
Munchkin
one
can't die here.
when it came to Haven.
Oh no.
This man has been the catalyst of it all. A stun, not quite connected, but he is surrounded, and they've dealt with the danger man. The man who put them down so many times. And the rest of the team are going to react. They're going
Oh
to try and
my
fight
God,
versus
Boo.
Boo.
He has
He has to
paranoia.
back off. That
Fuck, he has counter paranoia.
Perfect from Charon. It's bought them the space.
Texture.
The plant perhaps on the back of
Texture,
it, but
we need
that
you. We don't want
we'll
you, we
see
need you.
Heretics,
Spike
4
planted.
players close by. In fact, all
Foxy,
5
you need to get
ready
fucking
to
Foxy.
burst
Get
back
your ass
into
over
this
back here
side.
and help.
They first wait for the aggression, expecting Gen G to try to make up for the disadvantages in numbers that they have. But when that doesn't come through, it's time to break into this site. The fast lane up gets them all onto that same
Okay,
angle.
he's back. He's back.
The
Let's
high
go.
ground now theirs, and they
That's
fire
one.
down below. But Ash is the one to topple Mini Boo. Boo steps up for 2.
You know what I mean, guys? Like, I know. I just know. Why am I even getting... I'm not even freaking out. I know.
We keep on
I just
going.
know, guys. Genji's gonna close this out.
Foxy 9 and Charon. I feel like this might be the tournament that ends up making
Foxy 9 comes into for the
Foxy 9's
rescue.
career.
Foxy 9 comes in for the
There's
rescue,
been
bro.
plenty of doubt in the pickup of this man. After
The commentating is good.
Leaving DRX.
I think
after
the casting has been good
switching
this event.
roles, after
Straight up.
maybe not the greatest of performances at times, this tournament has been his revitalization, and again, in a moment of need, him and Charon, maybe the greatest rookie of all time, have stepped up to
Wow,
the
it's
plate.
loud as fuck. Respect. Respect to the crowd. Respect,
It
respect.
means that Heretics head back onto that attack. They look to find
Uh-oh. They're going into
that
Foxy
opening again.
9.
They have resorted to leaving Boo
Come.
as that solo player. He's been someone who has succeeded.
They
in that
open
role.
door,
Allowing
he
Benji to play
mollies.
more with the team. It does seem
Viper
like that
gets
has
back
been
in
the
time.
right
Then he throws
decision.
another molly. When the alarm bot gets triggered, it's just perfect, honestly. I love this setup.
Again, this movement
Too much delay.
towards the A site previously, they found that space. The early fights that came with it swung their way.
Actually,
This
maybe they'll
time,
go...
Team Heretics are facing a very different setup.
Maybe they'll
A
go A
much more
split. I think they're gonna go
passive
A though.
From the defensive side.
Pop that molly.
Viper
Mhm.
alongside
That's
of
delay.
Killjoy
It's good
waiting
delay.
For them. The Nano's already delaying.
All right, come.
Foxy 9 does take a bit of damage here.
Go, go, go.
Oh, it is B.
Going to the
It's a
A
B split.
side. They're swinging into B, swinging into texture.
Oh
and
my
they've
God.
already found the
Oh my
opening.
God.
Ash caught by the flash, and he can't correct in time. Wood has taken him down, and with it, the B site crumbles. The plant still to be found with 20 seconds, but denying this should be difficult.
Spike
Gets him
planted.
all be impossible.
Face your
Nightfall immediately used just in the hope of buying them extra space. It's less about trying to get the pick. Arians and Benji swing in tandem. It leaves Charon as the final man standing in a 1 versus 4. It's looking like Team Heretics are going to get their second bite of the cherry. Gen.G have already had a couple of attempts themselves to close out this series, to crush the key and step closer to being immortalized. Charon could be immortalized in this moment, but Rians won't even let him get past the first hurdle.
Shake it off.
It is now a second attempt for Heretics.
Shake it off, gentlemen. Next round.
Well, they say destiny doesn't knock twice, but it's been anything but that here in this series. A second chance for Heretics to close this out.
I'm honestly not worried.
The team.
Do I look worried? Because I'm not.
To go into that grand final waving the EMEA banner high and potentially, finally claim an international title, a trophy, and a grand final, but above all, perhaps for them, to crush Gen.G's key may hold more value.
Texture breaks the fade shit. Oh my god.
Close at hand.
Yo, Benji's getting very aggressive. I don't like how aggressive Benji is getting. Okay, he fell back.
So they could be known as the first ever EWC champion. Of course, their opponents still have plenty to say.
We now know that it was an A trap. So
setup
do we react C? Do we fake C? Can we like make up our mind here?
NG Fishy has got to be careful here. He's going to spot a little bit of information. Now bear in mind the support is not there. But the goal from Gen.G
55 seconds left.
lies on A.
Oh my god, they've rotated to C. This read is perfect. This call is perfect.
Heretics.
Oh my god.
Way.
You know, I'm not even gonna get excited.
What lies on the defense of the A site? It is just one man.
Foxy, please chill. Foxy, please chill.
Their boo detector at work again every time.
Yes, Foxy,
there's
stay
a
alive.
solo player being pushed. It is this man.
He's alive.
Gen.G sniff him out.
Yes!
Nice pick there by Foxy9 as well, cutting the rotations. They need to deal with Boo on this
It's a free
site,
bomb
but he
plant.
won't
No
give
one's
them the
lost a
chance
single
to.
point of health. What a
Just
call
waiting
this
for
is.
the backside push that probably won't come. The advantage now firmly in Gen.G's favor. They will just back off and keep that control.
Why did I just see someone type mini bit?
Gives them an angle to deny the defuse.
Oh my god.
It's going to be so
Foxy9, bro.
So many angles, so much utility in this A-side post plan has been
Foxy9 didn't even get half.
This story seems inevitable.
What the shite?
As only one stands, it's a flawless attack side round.
They didn't lose a single point of health?
They play with those rotations, they play with the hearts and minds of Heretics fans. Oh, the support for Gen.G definitely still there in the arena.
What a call that is.
Unreal.
Make enough noise A to bait out the A trap. After the A trap, naturally the enemy is going to rotate to C because they're going to assume you're making noise, or sorry, you're going to rush C and then go back A.
But a road with at least 2 more stops and a stoppage to play with a timeout from Gen.G. Of course, they use theirs throughout regulation, but you get that little bit of extra stopping power here as we reach overtime after overtime. Don't envy the coaches in this position, and what an incredible series this has been already.
I think you get a timeout every overtime phase.
Just listening to the words of Solo, Neil Zenio.
No? Only one? Only singular?
And HSK.
Yeah, like every reset, right?
The 4 coaching staff that could
control your
change
chat.
The course of this
yeah, man,
overtime.
I could control this many people. That's what I can do. I have that power.
Of their opponents.
You absolute fucking.
Put them one step away from placing their name in the totem, into history as the first ever champion. Of course, Fnatic still await them, but
toxin screen down.
Getting to that final already has its accolades.
I don't even know what word you guys would be referring to, honestly.
Well, the call from Gen.G
I wouldn't say any of those words.
After the pause, it's going to be a B hit. We've seen that quite a few times, but instead, bear in mind, no Sentinel.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Instead of letting the enemy come to them, they are coming inside the enemy.
For Boo watching the flank. Gen.G are patient though. This walk-up was off the Prowler. Now they hear the flash. start to realize that this should be.
Oh my god, this flank could not be better timed.
Smokes go down, you know that there's eyes on the site. That means less players watching the flank.
Wait, why aren't they
They're
going?
hesitant.
Hello?
And because of that, Texture's going to be
Yo,
all
hello?
alone. It's not an ideal angle for the op either, especially with this.
No.
He will not make it out.
Wait,
Yeah.
are we gonna
They were
flank
still worried that
anytime
maybe
today?
they've gone towards the C site, and at this stage, the flank is being heavily watched.
Toxin screen down.
Benji just opts to back out of there.
Toxin screen down.
And this is going to be a very difficult retake. The spike also in an
Wait.
inopportune position
Oh my
for
God,
the
boo.
defenders to try and get back in.
Get him out of here. The fuck is that?
That reveal might have changed the course. Paranoia had delayed the push, but they get the pick anyways. Now the numbers even. Benji Fishy steps up to the plate. Rienz and Woot follow. And it looks like a home run for Team Heretics in this round.
Why didn't we just
Another
flank?
chance to close it out unless Munchkin.
That was
can
honestly
pull off
not bad.
unbelievable
But why don't they
clutch.
just fucking
You've seen
flank?
the 3K spray downs, but it's too much to ask this time. Another opportunity, a third knock on the door of the grand finals for Team Heretics.
Yeah, they have been the one in OT that have got to series point every single time, but have not managed it when it came
I mean,
to
that
the
was a good
defensive
play.
side.
Triple push B,
I don't mind
good
the
timing as
gamble.
well. Just
Here
keep
from
going.
Genji,
At
take
worst
the
case,
risk.
you're gonna trade if there's a guy watching
But it was just
it,
that
which they
lack
would
of
have.
commitment.
And then they would have hurry
And
rushed
simply
into
got
Texture's
overtime.
up.
Well, that's the second time a post
But
round Rolling Thunder has
because
come
they
up
felt
for
no
Rienz. He has
pressure,
made his way to the
they
top
just
of the
fully
board. We were
executed on the
talking
A site.
about IGLs, but it is this Turkish superstar playing that supportive breach.
Moody trash. Thank you
It
for the
now
prime.
sits atop the hill,
Alright. I think I'm gonna run an ad.
and I bet they beg
That'll show you.
Rienz just one more round, please.
Oh, Benji Fishy. He caught the lurk up by Caron.
No shot.
Space was thought to be given, thought to be had by Genji, but it wasn't to be.
No shot, right?
That's a huge opening.
Nah, I'm not even worried.
You're losing your main smokes.
Woot is leaving.
Shoehorning them almost
never mind,
into
he's
this
back.
A-site take a gamble if they take it elsewhere. At least they have the orb to block off this angle, to put Woot out of the equation.
Oh, he has stun here?
But look at
Oh,
what waits for
it's
them.
over.
You mentioned coming into this map, Rien's
over. The
utility,
stun gets door
how
as well.
important it could be. Well, he's been important himself with a gun in hand.
As soon
But
as
now
they
a
enter
door
this area, they get
separates him
stunned.
from his opposition. And as they
Wait, he
step
didn't use stun?
forward,
Oh my god.
an
Oh my god, he
aggressive
walked
stance
through the
taken by
orb.
Munchkin. But it will be Benji Fishy who decides how this engagement
Oh my god,
goes.
Munchkin.
He's being watched.
Munchkin
But
can
he
win
won't
this
be
round.
dealt
I'm
with
watching him
before
on
he gets
radar
one
right now.
more.
The stun helped out.
Ash.
Ash has leveled the playing field
Catch them all, baby. Catch them all.
from what was looking
Wait.
like
Rienz.
potential victory for Heretics.
Rienz
Now
mini
sits
boof.
with them in a bit of trouble. Walking out of the smoke though, Munchkin doesn't know how much ground they've lost. From hero
it's Foxy,
to
though.
potential villain
It's Foxy though.
as they lose.
He has both his mollies.
An extra man to stand to try and defend this. Ash is now just alone. Two players stand between him and another overtime. He is all that is left from Heretics and taking their revenge, potentially eliminating Genji from the tournament, spamming away as he might. It is Rienz once again. They will crush Genji and head their way to another final to face their demons.
Damn.
At long last, Heretics slaying the ghost of
Fuck
their
the way
past.
Heretics lose. Or sorry, the way Genji lose games is
Of true
so
revenge.
fucked, man.
This is no winner's match. There is no lower bracket.
The way Genji lose games is actually so fucked. I can't imagine how bad that is for their mental.
As Heretics carry the Genji key to the Crusher.
It has been a road,
EMEA on top, yep.
a tournament that started.
It's obvious what the
slowly.
argument is going to be. People are going to say EMEA on top, and then everyone else is going to say, who cares, it's a Mickey Mouse event.
Get past the Tech, a team who'd never been to an international event before. With losing to NRG, a squad that was almost brand new, we started to doubt.
It's always how it
They had the
goes.
stones to take this over the line. Then they hit RRQ, then they hit BBL, and now they've taken down the team that's
So predictable, though. So obviously predictable.
They've still got, well, I'll say two.
Chat,
more
if I
teams
run a
left to face.
15-minute ad, are you guys down to stick around for that or
Squad
not?
that's had their number this year,
Do your boy a
beating
solid?
them twice. A 3-0 in a best of 5 last time around.
So I can get business class to go to Paris? Or nah? Am I staying in economy?
But the fact is, after taking down Gen G, a team that coming into this tournament, you'd be a fool to believe they weren't one of the favorites, losing by the slimmest.
Looks like it's gonna be economy for the boy. Shit.
The fact is, though, they have made it to that grand final.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I make nothing from this stream.
Before the grand final, they will make their way.
If you're staying, it's
to
for a
the
good
Crusher.
cause.
Let's send it down to the stage.
And that cause is not
where
me.
Woot is standing by with Fancy.